What is up? What is up? That is right, guys. I did fuck it up. I started to play the wrong intro, but whatever. You guys are still muted. Roberto is still muted.
We're used to that shizzle. It's all good.
Nah, man. I'm waiting for you tonight. You're going to fuck up tonight.
That's right. Keeping it traditional.
It's all good, man. If he does, he does. That's how you learn.
That is correct.
That's it. You got to fall to know you don't want to fall again, right?
Yep. Want to say what's up to the people in the chat. What's up, Khalid? What's up, Malik? What's up, Paul? What's up, Mads? Sign up to these guys' channels, man. To Paul and Mads Lumber. They do some good stuff. If you guys want to check out some late night streams, 100. Man, definitely check it out. Drop Shop, what's up? How you guys doing? Jason Lee Tucker is in the house. Much respect to all you guys. You know what I mean? Due respect. You guys coming out here today, and you know how we do it. We're going to go around the panel so we could talk about the channels. And just so you guys know, we're taking chat questions today. Everything is about the chat. You know, we're going to have some fun. So hope you guys come with some fire with us or some jokes. Doesn't matter, whatever you want. Today is about you because it's our 30th episode. So I'm actually surprised. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Can't believe that we did 30 of these already, man. So, Roberto, tell the people about your channel, sir.
You can find me tonight at 12:30.
Damn right.
You know, I'm all anxious and shit. Like I got shit written on paper, like I'm in school and homework. And all I could say is I'm loving this. I look forward to it every Wednesday to be with my people, my panel, my hombres, You can find me sometimes on Saturday if we're lucky, you know, the stars are shining and the crickets are cricketing. And that's it, people. You know, soon good things to come, man.
That is correct. Sub to my boy's channel. I sent out a couple of links over there on Facebook and Twitter. So please sub to the channel. Make sure you check out Game Changers later on tonight. Guys, you got to tell the people about your channel, sir.
Well, you can find on my channel some cool gaming clips. That's right. And some reviews. And later on Chaos Central's crazy and wacky shows like The Chaotic Conversation at 9 p.m. and Tuesdays, 9 p.m., The Chaos List. And if you're bored of those two shows, which you will never be because we always make them exciting, Wednesdays, 9 p.m., The Rule of Three. But, you know, whenever Chris is not pulling his work job thing, you can find us this Friday for The Rule of Three. And then today, 10 p.m., all right, with this beautiful rainbow-colored panel. And 12:30, you can find us at The Game Changer, which is going to be on Roberto's channel, and it's going to be fire tonight.
That's correct.
Yes.
Make sure you guys check that out. Movie Aficionados, you are up, my friend.
What is up? Representing the greatest nation here, USA. Got the shirt on top of the shirt. I got to represent. And up top, my brothers up north. So first off, I want to say I'm excited for this show because I didn't have to cobble together some kind of weird topic. It's going to be all you guys, so I'm excited. Thank you guys in the chat for helping out. The channel and everything, and thank you guys for all the support. Check me out at Movie Aficionados on Facebook. I'm going to be more active there, and I actually have a friend that's going to be more active there, so it's going to grow. And same thing with my channel, man. Same thing. I'm taking some more time. I'm putting some more time into it, more videos and everything. So check me out. Love you guys. 3000.
Do appreciate it.
Let's get started.
I do think someone is echoing it. It might be you, Josh.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, it might be you that's giving off the echo. What's up, guys? What's up, Bostinator? Thank you for joining in. All right, he muted himself. Do you guys still hear echo? Let me know in the chat.
No, is it me?
Nope,
no, I don't hear you. I think it was Josh. Okay, cool.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
I'm switching it up. Is that better?
Let me hear. Talk.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Switching it up. All right.
I don't know why it was you had the echo, but you're good now. You guys know it's off the chest. We got chats. We ain't got much today, so if any of you guys have something we want to talk about, Josh, you have anything?
Yeah, last week I'll talk about the silliness I was talking about with the PS5, man. There's a PS5 shortage now. There's a fucking gas shortage, so I don't know. Got to get my priorities up, man. I guess. But now the PS5 shortage, dude. I know there was one point, Anzo, and maybe I even owe you a slight apology, man, where I was looking at you guys. I was like, man, these guys are buying the PS5 and the Xbox One. They're pre-ordering it. Look at that's crazy, man. Don't they know they can just play on PC and do PC gaming? There's going to be tons of more PS5s and Xbox One. No, there's none, dude. A year later, you guys were right. You were right.
Mm-hmm.
And you could sell your PS5 or X. I know you're not going to, but you could sell it for triple, double, all that shit. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And it's gotten so bad that even the Xbox One and PS4, I can't get them. They're like $300.
That is crazy, man.
I paid more for mine.
And I thought I was set with my PC. The echo's gone, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't hear it, so if anybody in the chat does, let me know.
Yeah, I'll try to fix it if it does. But I thought I was all set with my PC. I thought I was good. I was like, oh, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can play any game. I can play NBA. I can play Madden. It just so happens there's one game I can't play. I have to play it on PlayStation or Xbox. It's not worth it enough for me to buy a system for that much money. But it sucks, man.
I wouldn't buy it either at the prices that people are wanting to sell it for. Like, I would never do that. I would just wait. But I've never got a system on launch day, ever. So I was like, that's the reason why I did it. I was like, you know what? I want to get it. Plus, I have the platform now. So I was like, okay, I can stream my games, be one of the first to do it, talk about it, whatever. So that's why I got them, you know? But thank God I did, because I know people are struggling to get it now, man. That's for sure. So Paul has a question. Halogen Helix has a question. They're restarting the border wall. Is it still racist, or does it depend on the president in power? Hot topic. Josh, since you're...
Yeah, I got to represent. It's not really a race thing. It's a matter of, like, preserving what we have here. What was that? What the hell was that? I thought that was
it's my pet parakeet.
Whatever.
He's hungry. He's hungry.
Whatever
he was yelling at me. He's like, "What are you talking about over there?"
Whatever it was, you seen the look he gave it? He was like, "Shut the fuck up."
No, oh man, are they even going to finish the wall? That's the other thing. I don't even think that they're going to finish the wall. But it's about preserving things here. I know you guys are a little different. You guys are more lenient with letting people, maybe not now because of COVID, but
here, speak French. Welcome. The carpet rolls out. What do you want? 2,000-3,000 a month? 4? Have kids. We'll give you the money. Speak our language. Yeah. We'll give you the money. It's almost like a game show, lottery.
Well, I know Paul was getting at, because when Trump was starting to talk about the wall, everybody was saying it was racist. He's a racist and this and that.
Yeah.
And then now they're continuing the wall. So is it still racist that he's doing it?
But you know that saying.
Then.
It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Yeah, I don't think it was racist.
The wall.
The wall wasn't racist. It's the shit he was saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
That was the shit.
Exactly. I mean, if you're trying to stop immigrants from coming in, what's the difference between a wall and a fence? You know, it's just a means to try and stop them. I don't think it's racist. But if you're singling out building that wall to stop one individual race or people, then call a spade a spade. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Gasha.
It's your borders, right? You have the right to do what you want to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Close it off. So,
mm-hmm.
You know,
I
think it's we have the largest open border with any nation in the world. I think between Canada and the United States.
We were also thinking about doing the same up top too, just so
I don't give a shit.
I'm fucking with you.
He wanted to do it though. You're joking, but Trump wanted to do it. Trump wanted to close it up.
Nah, you guys are more than welcome, man. Anytime, brother.
But it's not like we trying to sneak in. It's not like Canadians are like massively trying to sneak into America, anyways. You know what I mean? Like we come in the regular way.
But there are people, because there are people that live here that think that they're upset with whatever government. They think they can get it better in the United States. Mind you, if you have a great job in the States and you have a good healthcare because that company provides you that good healthcare, then you're set, right?
Yes, sir.
But I respect both sides. But like I can't complain. I'm happy where I am. Even with the politics, I vote, so I'm allowed to freaking complain.
I agree with you 100%. I'm checking my thing. Maybe the echo is from me. Do you guys hear
anything?
Why,
there's still an echo?
Yeah, a little bit.
I hear feedback.
I think it probably stopped now. Looks like Shifty Gizm had one. The CBS Evening News opened tonight stating that the government is warning people not to hoard gas in plastic bags. Plastic bags. What the F, people?
Yeah, I saw that video with that woman.
You saw that with that woman at the gas station? Oh my God.
Leaking. She goes to her, puts it down, goes to her trunk, takes another bag, double bags it, brings it to her car, takes another bag, triple bags it, and puts it in her trunk.
Quick, she lost $100 and I smell like fucking gas.
Oh my God, it is
insane.
Crazy.
That's ridiculous.
You can't teach that. You can't teach that.
Put it in a plastic container, man. I saw a picture of that. I just put the pin emoji, like a little tiny pin emoji. Like just puncture that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're about to have a fire, man. You're about to have a diehard level fire.
It's like the fucking toilet paper shit. You know what I mean? I honestly did not understand the toilet paper. I'm like, listen, they're locking us down and people are buying toilet paper, but I'm going to the store and I'm just picking up all the food I need because all the food's still there, but the toilet paper is gone. I'm like, what the fuck are these people gonna eat? Toilet paper? Like, I didn't have a problem buying food. I buy my chicken wings, buying my beef, buying all this stuff. But I go to the toilet paper aisle and I'm like, holy shit, there's no fucking toilet paper.
God forbid you need toilet paper or a hand hand wipes or whatever those things are.
You know what I mean?
My father was cracking up. He's like, oh, these bastards, they're stupid. They're stupid. You wash your ass in water. That's all you do. You just wash your ass. That's it. Like back in the day,
Absolutely. That's what I would have did if I can't get toilet paper. I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Jump in the shower. You know what I mean? And soak that.
There's always something. It's either toilet paper, water, food. You know.
Yeah.
What's more alarming is, I don't know if you guys notice, but there's a lot of empty shelves in some of these supermarkets that are usually full, and you think, okay, that happens. Maybe there's a rush. They're going to restock next week. I go back next week and it's still the same situation.
Bro.
Yeah, there's certain items that are
having a hard time getting in.
Bro, I can't get fucking OCBs at my fucking corner store because they don't have them anymore. Once they ran out of the OCBs, you guys know OCBs are rolling papers, just to let you know.
Okay.
I thought they knew. Like, who doesn't know that?
I remember them as zigzags, so I don't know.
Yeah, well,
but that's what I was just going to tell him. Zigzag came out with a new kind of paper with the gum You know, like the glue. It's not the glue,
Mhm.
the actual glue. It's made out of a substance that keeps gum together.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You didn't see the green zigzags?
Mm-mm.
Highly recommend them, brother.
But are they the thick ones or are they the thin ones? Like
Thin.
they're thin. Okay. Because
Yeah.
I
We
can't
got
do it. Them stupid ones.
Swisher Sweets and what's the other
Themself
fucking-
flavored.
Yeah, some shit like that.
I don't like that flavor shit, man.
What is that other shit, man? Called I don't
People who
remember.
smoke weed want to taste weed.
Yeah, I'm not into the flavors.
You know what I mean?
It depends. It depends. When I roll up my blunts, I roll up the chocolate. I like the chocolate blunts.
Okay.
A blunt is a whole different category. There's blunt, there's bong, there's all different categories.
Mm-hmm.
But when you roll a spliff, do you want
Yeah.
your spliff to taste like
No.
weed?
There's dab on
No,
them,
I wanted to
you know,
smoke them.
that
I wanted to
dab
smell.
action.
I wanted to taste like weed. I don't want no fruity.
Like
flavor.
boom weed. You know, you get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
taste is boom weed, grew properly, no seeds popping in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke weed every day.
I tell you
Yeah.
people we should have a show about that shit, man, because you know
Eat it, man. Eat it.
we'll be smiling the whole show. And
Just
those
eat
of
it,
you who
bro.
aren't
And it will
smiling,
be
you'll be
called-
laughing.
It would be called the Chronic Minute, where it's not really a minute, but it feels like a minute.
It feels like a minute.
But it's like with the crew that we hang out with, it'd probably only be me, Roberto, and JJ. That's it. The rest of you guys don't smoke no weed.
But
Once
you
in
can
a
see
while,
what it's
very
like.
Casually,
But
You
it'll
can
be
ride
very
that
fucking
roller coaster.
entertaining.
Yeah.
very casually.
Because, you know, people have like this perception of weed, this stigma that, you know, you smoke it and all of a sudden you can't tie your shoes or,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
you can't look people in the face. They look like zombies. And, you know, listen.
That was
It's
my
not
face after Toronto.
PCP. It's not PCP.
No, but that's how they put it out there. They overhype it, you know? Like,
Yeah,
come on, man. For
It's-
the people that do smoke,
Yeah.
like judges and lawyers and police officers off duty, you know, everybody smokes, man. I'm telling you, you'd be fucking
100.
surprised.
100.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could tell you I smoke with an RCMP cop and a judge, and I almost lost my buzz when they told me that shit. But it was quite an evening, I can tell you that. It was quite an evening. And they get up and do their job just like anybody else. Some people like to smoke all day. Some people just like to have it like, you know, their niche after work. Smoke a spliff, blow that shit out, your day's over. But the hype they put around it and the way it's being policed and like your fucking life could be ruined if you have 15 grams crossing the border, 16 grams. Where here it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Your life is ruined. You can't cross. You can't go anywhere, man.
It's a state to state, man. You know what I mean? Like Texas is way different than New York, and Oregon is way different than Mississippi. So
That's
when it
what's
comes to
fucked
that
up.
shit-
Can't we all
so,
get along?
But we are still united, though, man. But you know,
I don't know, man.
sometimes-
You keep saying that to yourself, but Texas is an old
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
country. I am telling you, man.
Mm.
They're doing shit to govern themselves, man.
Can't
I
do
don't know
that
what's
when
going
you're
on.
the center of the
They're so
country, though.
tired. They're so tired of other states, like for example, this whole thing that's going on with California that they finally cracked the whip during the whole COVID thing, and people were losing their freaking minds. And there's an exodus from California now because of that shit, because they're against their freedoms, against their rights, and now they just did a whole gun law that at the age of 18, I don't know, I have to read the article again, but as of the age of 18, you don't even need a permit to get a gun. You can carry a gun on you as of 18 or 21 or something like that. That I just find that fucking insane, man.
You know, if you're gonna do it though, if you're between 18 and 20, I'm big in the Second Amendment. So if you're gonna do it, make sure you have proper gun training. You know, that's all I ask. Make sure you can hit the right side of a barn when you shoot. You know.
Oh my god!
Make sure you look like Geifstar on stream when it's like boom headshot, boom headshot. You know?
Oh my games.
Get that precision, bro. Get that precision.
Yeah.
So for you guys that are driving, Paul said it's like 1.30 liter average here.
Yeah,
it has
I was
spiked
at
to
136.
180 before during the Iraq War, which was found to be BS inflation. What about now? What's the price at now for you guys?
I filled up at 132 yesterday. Last
It's I seen it anywhere from $1.22 to $1.36.
Up here,
It's not like it's across the board like it used to be. You notice that?
True.
Before, all gas stations had the same price no
Yeah.
matter where you went in the city. Now, you'll find it ranges from parts of the city. You know,
Sure.
I'm willing to make that drive.
It's about 309 to I want to say 279. When I go to New Jersey, because I work there at my other club, it's gallon. 279 in Jersey, and then it's 309 here. Which to me, I don't really give a fuck. That's like I saved $30. I could take $30 and whatever, throw it in the trash, man.
Yeah, but is this shortage all across the U.S. or just in certain states?
I don't know, dude. I don't even know. Maybe it went up today. Maybe it spiked up. I didn't even look. I
can tell you this is probably cheaper in Texas.
It should be.
Well, they have oil fields, right?
Yeah.
So
they don't pay tax on gas.
It's just crazy to me. It's like, yo, walk. You know what I mean? If you have to, walk. You don't need to take your car everywhere you go. You leave some gas for people. You fill up your tank. You know what I mean? People are so worried about, oh my God, I'm not going to have any gas. This is the problem with some of the, we depend on our technology way too much, man.
I mean, I drive an hour and a half to work. I know you guys work from home, so I mean, it might be a little different.
You have to, you have to. But I'm saying, I don't see you running out there and stocking up.
But I don't give a shit either way. But yeah, like I said, even if it went up, it's $5 a gallon. Okay, it's cool. It's $5 a gallon. That's what it is. All right, I got to fill up the tank.
See Josh with a hefty bag going to the gas station.
No, why don't you just have a solid container? What is a fucking bag gonna do?
It's called ghetto.
Stop carrying a flammable liquid in a bag. It's flammable, motherfucker.
Is that on YouTube? I gotta check that out because
I saw it on Facebook. Hilarious.
I cannot believe someone actually tried to use a bag.
I can't believe that someone didn't have that shit on camera and run out and stop her. What the fuck?
But would you really get close to her? She's like,
I'd be like, lady, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
All you need is a safety pin. Get a safety pin and do like a little heist. Get your own container. Just get a solid container.
Yeah, because she could have went and got a fucking 2-liter bottle for like 99 cents, poured out the fucking Coke or whatever you got in it, you know what I mean, with a funnel and pour the gas in there. You want to go with plastic bags?
No, I meant a storage bin. Get a storage bin.
Or
some Tupperware or something.
You know what? At the rate, they're probably all sold out. You know what I mean? Because they're buying everything. People panic and just fucking go on shopping frenzies, man.
Yeah, it was a woman had an apron and everything. It's like she was working in a restaurant or something.
That's why.
Can I take an early lunch?
She's at the Piggly Wiggly and she's grabbing can I grab these bags? Thank you.
The clerk
at the gas station.
The clerk at my local grocery store said they sold 339,000 gallons
239
of gas yesterday. What? That's crazy.
No, that's what happens, right?
Like I was saying, that's why I want a Tesla.
But my question is, why? Is there something that they got some news flash telling them there's a typhoon coming, a shortage in power? Like you gotta fucking have your shit for your generators? What? Shortage in gas?
I guess that's what they were saying, yeah.
But why? What happened?
I don't know. Maybe it's a pipeline or
I think I know. Because that place got hacked.
Oh, okay.
There was some pipeline place that got hacked, and now they're redoing the system, and it's going to take a week, and in doing so, it affected certain parts of the states.
For an update on that, so the Colonia pipeline reopens amid surge in gas shortages.
Newsflash. We don't play here, yo. We don't play. Anything we gotta fucking think about, we just go, guys, car.
What do you guys think about that, though? Like getting a Tesla or getting an electric or a hybrid or something like that?
I don't know.
When there's more stations available, man. When there's more stations.
We have a lot here. We have one up down the street from me. We have a couple different towns over.
Yeah, but let's just say you want to drive state over. Are there enough on the highway?
Yeah, there should be enough to get, because it takes like 2 days for you to drain your battery, and you can have it on different settings. I follow Tesla very heavily.
Not to discredit you there, Josh, but you think and they do. It's two different things, buddy. You might buy this Tesla and drive out there and go, shit, I was wrong.
They have all the known places. They have all the known places, so you can look it up on the app and shit. You guys
that's right. Tesla does provide
You
that.
don't have a lot of stuff up there. A lot of
We
stations
do,
up
but
We
like
do.
I mean, if half of the population decides to get these electric cars, then no, there's not enough of them.
Absolutely, because
There's a.
on my block here, there's one.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You
There's
know what I mean?
3
And you
down
guys
by
live in the
me,
city, though.
and they have to park all awkward because some of them are on the left side
Mm-hmm.
when they're driving on the right end of the road. So
Mm-hmm.
they have to park awkward to get to the pump station, or the shit has to be long to reach over. I don't want to go through all of that, man. And we
Uncle
got
Elon,
cold weather here,
Can
man.
you imagine Tesla cars that during our ice storm where we had no fucking power?
You know?
Imagine that. It's
I'm sure solar will be a thing, but also Uncle Elon. I don't know if you watch O.O.C, but get up to Canada, get some more stations up there, man. If you want
Yes,
to your cars,
yes. And give us a couple of Teslas to test drive.
Even a hybrid, though. Even a hybrid, you'll have less gas. That's like you can go half and half at least. But
Prove us wrong. Give us each a Tesla. We'll go for a drive across the country
do a test
representing
drive.
O.O.C. and
Yeah.
Tesla, and it'll be all nice, man. We'll give you
fire
honest
on it.
opinions. We keep it
That is-
real.
That is correct, because we are trying to get some sponsors. So yeah, Tesla. We can
We'll start with
that.
Tesla. Then we'll take on some
That's one and a half.
cryptocurrency,
You know,
followed by some ganja services.
absolutely.
All of our backgrounds will be changing.
Oh shit. I was gonna say something. Oh, so I was on the metro the other day, right? I'm going downtown, I'm chilling on the metro, and these kids come in, and they go and sit down. It's 2 girls, 1 guy. One has a little puppy in his hand, whatever. And then they start playing fucking Cardi B in a speaker, right? And I'm like, thank God I was getting off, because I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, who wants to listen to this shit on the metro? And
There's
then as I
some
got off,
holes in this house.
as I got off the metro, I was like, holy shit, I am fucking old.
You are old, man, Otto. You said it before I could. That's the sign of getting old.
That's my life. That's my life. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house.
And then when you hit the 50 club, you might say something a little loud, like, hey,
turn that fucking shit off. I was like, oh man, wow.
Nah, I feel you. I'm there already too, man.
I was like, wow.
Can't stand that shit.
You know what? I mean, I just have a wide, broad taste. I have no choice. Like I said, I've played country music in places all night, and I've played the Cardi B stuff all night. So it is what it is. If you're going to pay me
But Josh, the question is, are you playing country music by choice or by request?
You're muted. You're muted, Josh.
Yeah, he's scared to say his answer. That's what I think.
Now this mic shit.
You see?
I'm on the 30th episode. I got to get this mic shit right. No, it was by request.
Okay, just checking, brother. Because we haven't clicked that. What's that button that I might click tonight? What's that button? How you do that?
Phantom
to
Zone?
remove from
The Phantom Zone? Yeah. You gotta show me where that Phantom Zone button is.
Yep, no problem.
There's a couple bangers, 1 or 2 country bangers. Mostly I just tolerate it.
Tennessee whiskey, bro.
Tennessee whiskey, yeah. That's
Tennessee whiskey is a banger, bro.
You might as well talk about a video game. I don't know anything what you're talking about.
You don't know Tennessee whiskey, bro?
No.
Damn.
If we started talking about a video game, you wouldn't know that either?
No, he would not.
Oh, okay. All right. So you guys play Resident Evil 8 recently? Nah.
But you see the thing though, Josh, it's not about what they were playing. It's the fact that they were in the metro, public place, just blasting their music. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the obnoxious, yeah.
Listen, Anzo, when I was young, I had my Bush little speaker with a wire that barely reached my bedroom window. I put my shit to that window and blasted my fucking
I know, bro. We did
cassette deck.
Do you guys have
like zero bass, all highs for the people that were going by on the bus to hear.
I shot someone's speaker in Barclay for doing that.
What did you say, Josh?
Do you guys have street musicians like we do? Like we're a guy with the drums and shit.
Mhm.
fucking
Downtown.
Pantsuits. Okay, all right.
Yo,
So,
and I wish I would have recorded it because I was downtown and there was a black guy who was playing electric guitar and he was playing These Hoes Ain't Loyal and he was murking that song, bro. He was killing it. I was like, damn, this dude is fire. I wish I would have recorded that, man, because he was going off, man. He was really good. But David said, I hear China has officially boycotting.
I'm just gonna say, what's up with the people? We made it clear as day last week saying how we're riding off of them. You guys really want to hear crickets?
good, man.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Bro?
No,
we still doing it. We still banging it, man.
Yeah, we still going. We're going.
Oh, yeah, of course. Entertainment.
I hear China is officially boycotting at least part of the MCU. Care to weigh in?
Which
but
part?
why though?
Because
He
something
said,
wrong.
At least Eternals and Shang-Chi. Okay, so I heard a little something about Shang-Chi where they were not following behind it because it doesn't actually stick up to their way of living and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this is China. You know what I mean? They're very particular when it comes to their movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
they're upset that they didn't use their studios.
Well,
that's why.
That's what happened with
Ghostbusters.
The Ghostbusters remake, you can't have ghosts there. They don't believe in it. So it flopped and it fucked up the income for the worldwide for Ghostbusters. And they lost like a lot of money because they wouldn't play it in China. And in the same vein, you had like Jurassic World and what was the other one? Transformers, where it's like they're running out of China. They're running out of story, but they have to keep making them just because they make so much. It's like
money in China.
Money.
Yeah. And Star Wars doesn't do well in China either as well. You know, but this is the thing, and I think more or less with Shang-Chi, Marvel was depending on that fucking money from China. You know what I mean? They were depending on that market. So
it sounds like there's not a lot of Asian people in America and in Canada either. So hopefully, and Europe, so they could probably they won't make it up for sure because we're talking about millions and millions of people over there. But
that's why my boy Stephen Chow is the man, dude. He's a legend. Kung Fu Hustle.
Paul said there are headphones for that. Comes with every phone, no excuses. Absolutely, but they want to be ignorant. You know what I mean? But the fucking thing is, I did that. You know what I mean? We go on the metro.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did that. That's true. I was like, breakdancing. Yeah,
about the street musicians because I wanted to correlate that with it's just noise. You're just going to hear noise in the city when you get off the train, when you get on the train. You just have to accept it, I guess.
Well, I'm having trouble accepting a lot of shit. Go ahead, Anzo.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like when you go outside on the street, you expect that, but when you're in a confined metro place, the sound travels. You know what I mean? So you may think it's like little low, but it travels, and it's just like feed your bird, man. Feed your bird.
Hold on, let me turn this shit down. I ain't got no bird, man.
I know.
That's the worst thing, man. Having a bird and shit, man. If you actually did,
I just kept getting stung for every little notification sound I had. So I said, you know what? This is the one I'm putting, and I don't give a shit.
Man, I had a crazy cockatiel, man. I had that thing trained. It would whistle the Rocky theme. It would whistle the Star Trek theme. I trained that freaking bird, and then because it wouldn't let us sleep in the morning, we gave it to another woman that had. I regret it though. I had so much fun with that bird.
We had budgies, man. Those fucking things are the worst fucking birds to have because they start.
They love to shit
and chirp.
They shit everywhere, man.
6 o'clock in the morning, these birds are just chirping. I'm like, motherfucking shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? So yeah, no more of those things. But my mom used to love them, so that's why I had them. But
oh my gosh.
And they fucking died like so many. We went right through.
They're like goldfish.
Yeah,
they're like fucking goldfish. We had that theory. Let it go. It'll come back. Oh, we did it. Let's get another one.
So we had a cat at the time, right? So one day I'm in my room and I hear my mom scream, "Come get this damn cat! Come get this damn cat!" Yo, the cat was fucking, because the cage we had, the top could come off, right? But it could push down too. So the cat jumped on the fucking top of the cage. It fell in. It was in the fucking cage. And I had to open this cat's mouth and pull the fucking bird out.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
My mom was freaking out. She was like, "Get the bird, save my birds!" I pulled the bird out. The bird actually still survived, but I was like, "This fucking cat."
Similar story here. The freaking dog, my father-in-law's dog, killed a lovebird. Lovebird was flying around. All of a sudden, my sister-in-law comes out. Where's Pew Pew? The fucking feathers are on the fucking floor. They told me the story, but I was like, fucking funny, man. I'm like, my wife tells me and I'm cracking up. My sister-in-law was looking at me with tears. I want to press. I'm like, I'm sorry. Zero sensitivity to the situation.
And you'll get another one. It looks like another feathered rat, you know.
I'm
sorry, chat, if that sounds mean, but it's a feathered rat, bro.
You're not an animal person, Josh?
I was actually going to talk about that at one point on the Game Changers. I was saving it for, but
no, talk about animals.
Well,
okay.
It's
that's some super late night shit, yo.
You'll get it when I talk.
Wrong
about
show.
No,
that
makes
right.
sense. No, I was going to talk about how your partner's animals might have to accept you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what though?
So you're telling me you went to someone's house and you had an issue with the dog?
Oh no, I didn't.
Did you ever come up to a situation like that?
It's just so highly likely to happen to him because he dates so many women, right?
The dog knows they can smell it on me. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's
no.
Because most people date one woman and you know if she has a dog or not. You know, you're dating all 5 or 6 strippers.
I think you meant the dog smelled like 5 different perfume shades, like woof, 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 woof.
Well,
warning her, get out, run.
Well, if you're going to check,
so here's my question to you, Josh. We're
switching it up. We're switching mid question.
You're doing it right. You're behind. You're in the motion. The dog comes right behind you and starts licking your ass. What do you do?
No, get out of there. No. Yo, God, you're doing the 40-year-old virgin to me? The 40-year-old virgin
Josh is blushing.
That's that 40-year-old virgin action. No, absolutely not, man. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing, man?
Are you sure?
Oh, shit.
Trolling me, guys.
Please, panel, please give us some questions.
Two things I was gonna say. First thing is, Josh, if you're going to see 4 women before you go check the woman with the dog, you're a stud. That's what I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? Because what, she can smell all 5 clones on me. So, yeah,
I wanted to answer the initial question about if I'm an animal person. I don't mind them. But I'm not actively trying to get a pet. It's like I have enough going on. You know what I mean?
He has enough pets.
Yeah, but a fish you can just feed when you get home and shit. You don't have to walk it. You don't have to clean up after it. Really,
You got fish, Roberto?
No. I'm saying for Josh. I'm saying for Josh,
Where the fuck you
see, Caleb, the reason why I said that is because there was a situation like that happened to me.
Okay.
Oh, dude, man. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just bringing up the 40-year-old virgin joke or whatever. Oh, wow.
I was like,
what?
Explain.
Hey, at least you're being honest, guys. Are you gonna hit this part?
I was like,
late now.
Oh man, it was like
you kept going.
I had no idea where the dog was, and all of a sudden, freaking feel like right between my legs. Like, what the fuck? But I jumped right away. I'm like, kick the dog to the side.
The question is, did you go back?
Wow.
To what I was doing? Absolutely.
Okay, then it's all good. It's all good.
No,
Happy ending.
He went back and called the dog back in the room. He's like, "Here, boy, come."
Hey, hold on, that kind of felt good. Let me put a treat there.
Oh no! Oh man!
Oh shit!
Let me put a kibble in my butt cheek.
Hey, to the chat,
don't tell your friends. Share it on YouTube. This is hilarious. But you know what? This is a teardrop moment. This is a teardrop moment.
Bro, this is what happens when you guys don't give us questions.
Yeah, chat, you guys are falling behind. We're putting that fire out there, man.
We're starting to talk some shit, bro.
Fire, dude. Yeah, man.
Oh, shit. But me, if there's an animal in the house, animal can't
lock that shit up. I don't care. I can't be there. Imagine you're there and the dog just staring you in your face, yo. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I would stop and say, listen, either that dog goes or I'm leaving. I'm telling you right now.
When my kids were younger, it was good. The kids would sleep, no problem. Now they're older and they have to wait. They're in a deep freaking sleep coma to be able to do anything. Now my problem is they go into sleep deep coma, but the fucking dog's always in the freaking way. Because if we put the dog outside the room, it starts crying out. Fuck, man. It's just,
you see, this is what I do. If that were the case, I take that dog, I open up the girl's room, put that dog in the fucking girl's room, close the door. Dog is fine. You ain't coming out of that room. And the dog starts whining, be like, shut the fuck up.
I got something a little dark and still on top. Now, do you think that some dogs or even cats maybe might be a little racist? Do you think that's a possibility? No, I'm asking. I'm just asking you guys. I'm not saying yes or no. I'm asking what do you guys think?
I don't think so.
Well, I think if you teach a dog to randomly attack a certain
demographic,
color, you know, like for whatever reason, every time a black person's around, you say attack, or an Asian person attack. I would think that would be the only way, right? How would it know?
That would probably change, yeah.
And that would go to the point of saying that racism, you're not born that way. It's taught.
It's taught, exactly.
Absolutely, 100%.
And if it goes deep enough, it becomes bloodline. Almost natural. You're guaranteed it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I would say. If like I said, racism is taught, so it can be untaught.
I got a joke, but I can't. I don't know. I'll keep it. I'll keep it locked. That's all right.
You can't tease like that, man. I know you work in a strip tease, but you can't tease on O.O.C. Come on, the panel don't.
I was gonna
say
maybe,
don't roll with that.
Well, if it was Michael Vick's dog, one of Michael Vick's dogs, maybe it would be have a little more. All right, that's enough. I'm done. All right, good night, everybody.
No, but listen. I could tell you this. I witnessed that world. And
me too.
And you know what? I could tell you this. I witnessed it on an organizational level, on par with WWE and all these major events. Like these things are
big money, bro.
Big money. They go by weight class, divisions. There's referees. They break them. Now, what happens when the dog loses and goes back to its kennel? That could not be held liable on the sport. Do you know what I mean? And unfortunately, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with the sport.
It's a sport. It's done. It's like dog racing almost. You know, it's almost like dog racing because I see the way these dogs are taken care of, Anzo. They are taken care of better than humans. I listen. I don't agree with it, but the stigma that it gets, it's not that way. Like people think, oh, they fight them and the dogs just lie there and they suffer their wounds. And if they heal, they fight them again. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay. If the dog is that damaged, the dog doesn't fight again. And depending on its bloodline, they'll either try and breed the dog or they'll retire him. And retire him meaning not kill him, retire him from fighting. Okay. That's what I saw in this kennel. And if a dog was put down, it's put down the same way a racehorse is put down. You know, it's for ethical reasons. It's not because, and when it's killed outside of that, then that is wrong, and that happens as well.
But you see, that's the thing I've seen, because that's why I stopped watching, because of like, I don't know about now, but back in the day, we had someone that was very into it. Show me a video one time, and
my people,
Yeah, and I was just like, no, I can't do this. I don't like it. I don't like to watch. Those dogs were fucking.
It's very hard to watch. I'll tell you that. It's very hard to watch. They're ferocious animals, man. And when they hit each other mouth to mouth, that sound. You talk about scratching a chalkboard. Oh my God, it's an eerie sound.
And then back in the day, like when I used to go to the kennels with him, like they literally said the dog loses, they kill the dog, and the way they were doing it wasn't humane either. Like they were literally shooting the dog in the head. And I was just like, no, this is not for me. I cannot deal with this shit. I did not like it.
Like I said, Anzo, not everybody ran it the same way. Like
No, I know.
I heard for a fact in Verdun, guys would have fights with their dogs in their houses.
Mm.
And then go back to their house with the same dog. Now, after this dog has a fight, you have to see how these dogs are breathing and panting, right?
Yeah, I know.
Like they are so hyped up, you're afraid to be around them. And you're going to bring these dogs around kids
People, yeah,
who will look this dog in the face. The dog sees its own reflection. Bam! Who's scarred? The dog.
You see, that's the thing. Some of these dogs are bred to be vicious like that. You know what I mean? And that's why some people that do it, they have the dogs in their house.
They're called yard dogs.
Right.
Those dogs.
Exactly. But some people were doing it and keeping the dog in their house. And then it's like, oh, the pit bull gets out and attacks somebody. Well, of course, because that's how you're fucking training the dog. You know what I mean?
Well,
he's bred to do it.
I also used an extreme example, and Roberto, I know you're up in Canada, so I don't know. It might have been different. Whatever.
I'm not in a deeper part of Canada.
Let me go to my point, though. Let me get to my point.
You.
No,
go ahead, my brother.
It was about Michael Vick being down south. They might do things way differently down there, or have done things differently with that situation, versus what you might have seen where you are.
No, don't get me wrong.
But from what I was told, that's pretty much the same kind of operation that he was a part of. It's just the whole stigma around dog fighting. It's like almost like drugs. It's just taken way out of proportion. They exaggerate to the extreme to create fear. And once you get enough people momentum going, because they tried to ban pit bulls here. The love of pit bulls caused the mayor to use that as a platform to get elected, and that's the only reason she got elected is because she wanted to kill that ban on pit bulls. Now, does that tell you how many people love this breed of dog? They're amazing dogs, man.
Absolutely.
But like they say, it's not the gun, it's the owner.
Absolutely. Those dogs are loyal. They're faithful. Yeah, absolutely, man. I've had pit bulls my whole life, and those dogs are fucking. They're really good dogs, man. It's just how you train them. That's the problem. David asked, has any of you ever been attacked by a wild animal? I can absolutely say nope.
No.
Oh,
Gaishka saying yes. Gaishka, tell your story.
True. Dog? Well, wasn't really dog's not wild, but
I was just gonna say that. What do you call a wild animal?
Freaking ostrich.
Ooh, you were attacked?
Park Safari, man. That shit was crazy.
Guys,
no, but it attacked you?
World,
yeah,
man.
it came running up to the window.
That's like what happened next time. You live in a movie world, bro.
It was crazy.
That's wild.
Man. That was fucked up, man. Long ass neck coming in the car. I was like,
yeah, I had a problem like that, but it was an antler. It wasn't a head. Well, actually, his head too. I couldn't believe that guy got in my van.
Felt like I wasn't. The gods must be crazy too.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the whole Mary Jane comic book cover drama? I have no idea what's going on with that. So guys can snap.
I can't say anything.
Yeah,
like
it's hold on. Let me see. I'll show it.
Is it a Zendaya or whatever?
Share
or like a Zendaya, like
screen.
A black Mary Jane or something. I don't know.
Share screen.
I have no idea.
Share
again.
There,
what's up to all the people that are watching? I do appreciate that.
So they're saying that a lot of people are pissed off about this drawing from 2009, actually.
Why?
Right? Because they're saying a lot of women are saying they don't sit like that, and they're criticizing the drawing.
Well, she is. Is there something wrong with it?
God.
Yeah.
Fucking world we live in, man.
They're making a big issue about it, right? So then you get people doing stuff like this, right? Like this.
Okay.
And then you have people like this.
Because they're bored. Because they're bored.
It has to be, it has to be,
She was in mid position. She's changing.
And then you have other people that like do this. You don't actually think I said it that way, do you? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that you see, that's the complaints about it. They're saying that the way men draw women and all this bullshit, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. And it looks like a woman, like not an unpowered woman, and all this because the way she's standing, and her man's going like, you know what, man? So, I don't know, man. People look into way too much into shit sometimes.
That is ridiculous.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
bro, it's sick.
I'm getting heart palpitations.
Bro, that's what's happening today, man. A lot in movies, and that's why it's the woke era. That's why I'm afraid for this next phase of the MCU. I really am, because I'm telling you.
Okay.
I can agree with that one, man.
I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, but yeah, that was what it was about.
God.
We're going to do a 360. Women are gonna have to start saying,
Josh,
it's ridiculous.
Headline news. Show that again.
from movie Aficionados?
No, from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. I seen that today. So, yeah, Jason Lee Tucker said Chick-fil-A is in the news today, limiting 1 pack per customer due to sauce shortage.
Yeah, I hate that shit so much. The sauce nonsense.
What's up, Tommy? How you doing? This is ridiculous. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are you telling me? You can't get 2 sauces for your Chick-fil-A.
I try not to give him an attitude when I ask for like more than 1 sauce, and they're like, it's got to be 40 cents more. It's like, oh, whatever. Just use your 40 cents. It's the principle. Like, I don't care about the 40 cents, but it's like,
Listen,
you got.
My daughter works downtown, and she just realized that she's been getting gypped for the sauces for her chicken fingers. Right, for chicken tenders. So she always asks for sauces, and they're charging her 25 cents. But when you order chicken tenders, you always get a sauce with it because it's included. But they haven't been doing that. So she's been paying extra for her sauce. And the other day she was telling me the story. She was like, "I'm pissed off."
So wait, they weren't giving her the sauce, and then you had to pay extra.
Well, listen, if you order a 6, you only get 1 sauce. Yeah. You got to pay for the second sauce.
She wasn't getting any
with these people.
Hey man, McDonald's is making some mystery money. You don't know? You better ask somebody. You think they got specialty burgers that don't appear on their menu? Supposedly they got specialty prices too.
It's funny.
You'll never see that extra cost on that fucking menu. Oh, what? The board's not big enough to add that little extra fucking additive? Come on, man.
It's funny too because when I was ordering my pancakes like from McDonald's, I ordered the pancakes. I love their pancakes. And then they come with 1 fucking syrup, 1 little butter, 3 pancakes. He gave it 1 little syrup and 1 fucking butter. And I'm like, yo, one of these syrups is like for like 1 pancake, because when you pour it on the pancake soaks it up. You know what I mean? So
you should tell them also. You know how thirsty your pancakes are, man? They look at that fucking 1 fucking thing and they laugh. Man, give me 3 more of these bastards, man. You want me to order some tomorrow? You know what I mean?
Fucking pancakes are like ShamWow.
Sahara Desert shit. Well, I know what you're talking about because I used to love those sandpaper fucking pancakes too back in the day. I'd have to always take it home. Yes. I'd have to always take it home because I have to use my own syrup. Because I would have to ask for too many for them to say this guy ain't normal, man.
Right, and then if you don't have syrup for it, it does taste like sandpaper. They're fucking nasty when you don't have the syrup, bro.
They're like Eggos, the Eggo pancakes.
Yeah. Oh my god, those are rad.
The same thing, man. The mini frisbees.
Yeah,
I used to eat those like.
God forbid you over toast them.
Oh, I didn't toast them. I nuked them. Ooh, God forbid you extra nuked them. The fucking shit was rubber. It was a frisbee. I swear to God. I swear to God. We used to go through like 2-3 dozen of those a week. That was my morning breakfast with a fucking strained fruit cup. I thought I was eating healthy,
Yeah, it was more like brunch by the time you finish. I was like
nothing but process. Fuck.
Man, it's not an attack if you're welcome it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Then getting hit on by cougars from an old quarter doesn't count as getting attacked.
Gotcha.
David, that's crazy, David. 17 games, man. I like that shit too, man. That's
which
fire,
one?
dude. 17 games in the NFL. If that's true, that's awesome.
It is.
It is. This
Wow.
season.
Good.
My mom never let me get a pit bull. I can see that because there's a
The stigma.
There's a stigma to having pit bulls that people start like they're vicious dogs and this and that. But again, if you give a dog love and you don't fucking, beat it and stuff like that and treat it like it's your kid, then that dog will be loyal to you as fuck,
I'll tell you, my parents didn't want me to get a pit either. They ended up loving the pit that I got. He protected them. Someone was sneaking around the house. He scared them off. So, again, like Andrew just said, what you don't know, you're afraid of. And when you know, you fall in love.
Because in the intro, the pit bull that's my brother-in-law's pit bull, her name is Lola. She is so calm and so good. It's unbelievable. A great dog.
Absolutely. They're good dogs, man. You know what I mean? I have, mine was half pit, half rat, and like
big guy, big monster,
dog, big dog, friendly dog, right? So people would come to my house, like the dog would never have seen these people before. Dog would run up to them and be like, "Hey!" My friend came in because he wasn't a big fan of dogs, right? Came in, he's like, "Oh, the dog!" The dog would just sit right in front of him, and just like pet me, type of thing, Please pet me, please pet me. I'm like, you're scared of my little fucking pussy.
Yeah, he's the biggest softie. Your dog was the biggest softie.
God.
He looked intimidating.
He did.
He's a big guy, man.
He did. He looked, and that's the thing, like when people would like creep up in the back or come in the building, he'd bark. Rrr. So I like that, the fact that people knew, like, I can't go in that place. There's a dog there,
I seen him from pup to full till the end.
Yep, he did. I carried him home in the palm of my hand, man. When I got him, carried him home in the palm of my hand. Had him for 14 years. So it was a good dog, very good dog. I have a picture with him lying on the ground and my son sitting on the dog's back. That dog was so good with my kid, so good with him when he was a baby. McDonald's pancakes are thirstier than I am.
You must be really thirsty, Mama Bear.
Oh, wow.
Did y'all see Gal Gadot was canceled today? No, I did not see that.
I saw, but I didn't see why.
About our freaking...
Here we go. Intermission for me. Go ahead, guys.
Hold on. Let me find it.
Wonder
what
Woman.
happened.
It's because she mentioned something about Israel. She was for something for the Israelis, and a lot of innocent people died, and she was like for whatever happened, and yeah.
It's ridiculous. People can't state their own opinions anymore, man. It's like you say something and it's like, oh, we're gonna cancel this. Oh, this is too sexy. We can't have that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this world, man? Bro, it's driving me crazy. This cancel culture is driving me crazy.
Dude, I was out and about, so all this news, man, I really, like I said, it keeps happening where I'm going out doing my oil change, doing my car wash, hanging out with my daughter, and so I don't know. I'm living the life, knocking on wood, that I don't have to see all this stupid shit.
I can't wait till everything opens back up. I think I'm just gonna take like a week off of YouTube and just go out and do shit, man. You know what I mean?
Jump on a plane, travel.
No, not that far.
But I'm sure.
So whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Here we go.
So it's about this right here.
Heartbreaks, countries at war.
So my heartbreak. My country is at war. I worry for my family, my friends. I worry for my people. This is a vicious cycle that has been going on for far too long. Israel deserves to live as a free and safe nation. Our neighbors deserve the same. I pray for the victims and their families. I pray for this unimaginable hostility to end. I pray for our leaders to find the solution as we could live side by side. I pray for a better day.
You've got to be kidding me. That's what they're canceling her for?
Wow.
Well, the thing is that she was a pro-peace person, right? And it goes further on to say how she was all pro-Israeli army, right? Because in Israel, everyone is forced to do military service. And she was pro for that. So she mentioned some things before about the whole,
her.
And stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
her.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you guys are talking about.
It's ridiculous, man. This is the thing.
But because
you know
of what she wrote, she's getting backlash because of this.
Because she spoke her mind.
Because she spoke her mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because people can't speak their mind anymore, if it doesn't fit their fucking narratives.
Exactly.
I don't think she should be canceled for that, man. I just think she should be canceled for how bad Wonder Woman 1984 was.
I can agree with that.
It was complete trash.
I can agree with that. But not for what she
wrote. Was that because of her?
No, it's because she was like
the storyline, no?
No.
She wasn't good, so it was all of it.
Okay. I didn't see it because I heard you guys say it's so horrible.
What were you saying, guys?
No, it's what SSJ says, it's also because she, like I said, everybody has to do military service, and she apparently did. So it's like double standards. They're taking it as double standards. You served in that military, but you want peace type thing. Listen, not everybody lives in countries where you have to do that. You have the right to choose not to do military service. Myself, when I decided to become a Spanish citizen, I had to do military service. But I was lucky enough that I lived in Canada and I was in school during that time. But I had to go to the Spanish consulate every 2 years to get my papers stamped and prove that I was still in school to do my military service. Now they abolished that. Now it's on voluntary basis, but there's a price to pay if you want to be a citizen of certain countries that you want to be part of. And it is what it is. If you don't like it, then get the fuck out. That's my thing, but that's what it is. Yeah. People can't speak their minds anymore, man. It's
absolutely not. Y'all,
I don't give a fuck. I'm always gonna speak my mind.
Well, you could with some of us,
Me too. I'm gonna. That's why I like this platform here, because we get to speak our mind. You know what I mean? They can try and cancel us and shit, but as long as I can log on to my fucking YouTube where it's not banned or anything, then I'm gonna speak my mind. That's what it is.
Hey, better knock on wood, man. They're coming, dude.
Somebody's hurting. Somebody's hurting.
Oh no! I have to go with the screen. Oh no! It's coming. It's like, hold on.
I just saw you melting, Josh. I just saw you melting.
Oh no! It's done.
It's like the plague.
I'll be back.
That paint is peeling off the wall.
You see what happens when you try to be a smart ass?
That's right. Karma's a bitch.
What's up? Thanks for being in the house, man. K-Dot's like, I was hoping for peace. People keep bringing up the fact that she used to serve in the Israel army. They're acting like her past is still what she is today.
Yeah,
that's exactly it. All she did was pray for peace. Yes. And what is wrong with that? You know what I mean? Like,
it's funny how the past is only, to the point when it's in their favor. Any other reason, the past doesn't exist. They don't care about shit that happened. But if they want to hold it against you, oh, fuck.
It's just ridiculous that these people have nothing better to do than to go back and find posts or find old comic books or old TV shows and be like, oh my God, this is so offensive. This is offending me. We got to cancel this right now.
The media. Oh, go ahead.
Humans are not perfect. People are going to fuck up. The thing is, what do you do after you make your mistakes? Do you correct yourself? Do you move from them? Because like I've always said, if you make mistakes, the same mistakes over and over again, they're not mistakes, they're choices. So as long as you realize your mistake and improve yourself and try to make a change for the positive, then you're good. There is redemption. It's never too late. But and like go ahead with your media, because that's exactly where I was going right after. So I'll let you have that part. The media part.
Me?
But no, Roberto.
Oh yeah.
Roberto was going to say about media.
Yeah.
He lost it.
You lost it? And the media. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it.
I was all fixated on what you were saying. What was I going to say again?
He's looking at my green screen.
That's your cue, bro. You can have it.
It's too much shit to focus on. I'm watching Hanzo listen to you. I'm watching Josh fight with his screen. I'm listening to you. Just too much shit going on, man. Trying to watch the chat.
And the media is just going to misconstrued or put whatever they want to put in order to get those fucking clicks and views.
I think I remember what I was gonna say now. It's simple. They're vicious, man.
Savage.
They will just provoke and provoke and provoke to get the inner you out, man.
Mm-hmm. And Austin said, "I love that you guys keep it real because we need more of this shit." That's what we do, man. You know what I mean? We can't be fake. You know, the thing is, I notice like if you're fake, you notice it. You know what I mean? You go on the internet and you watch some of these channels, you could tell these guys are fake and shit. You're like, oh yeah, they're fake. You know what I mean? I can't watch them anymore. So
like how many people would say that, you know, their dogs almost lick their balls while having sex? Like not many people. That's real.
You're brave, man. You're a brave man, guys.
I don't give a shit. I'm human.
How many guys talk about eating banana in Wonder Bread?
I'm gonna salute you for that.
And call themselves gangster. You know?
Mask mandate.
Jason Lee said mask mandate for kids lifted
Awesome,
in Florida
man.
starting tomorrow in
Your
school.
kids are gonna be better for that with that, man.
Absolutely, man.
I'm happy to hear that.
Good job. Hopefully, you know, we can all get back to normal sooner or later because it's about time, man. I got my tickets for Spiral tomorrow. I'm going to the movie. I am going to watch this fucking Saw movie in IMAX.
Too, man.
I don't care. I'm sorry.
Too,
I'm tired of sitting at home.
This is old news. I've been going to the movies, man. I've been reviewing.
Yeah, I know.
Everything.
I know. The only reason why I haven't is because there's nothing I really wanted to see. So I was wondering what movie was going to get me back into the theaters,
Exactly.
you know? And I was like, okay, it's Saw because I'm a big Saw fan. So right away, I'm like, okay.
I wish I saw King Kong Godzilla in the theater in IMAX.
It was good. It was worth seeing in the theater.
I wish I saw it in IMAX because I saw it on the TV and I said, fuck, it would have been wicked in IMAX.
Yeah, it would have been the wicked in IMAX. I wasn't a big fan of the movie, but I know it would have been wicked in IMAX.
I'm just a huge fan of that whole monster concept. Like, for whatever reason, I had nightmares of those kind of monsters chasing me in my dreams as a little kid for a good part of my upbringing, you know? And to be fascinated with them later, it's funny. I don't know if it was trying to tell me something, but for whatever reason, I just loved. Even Ultraman was something to me. I don't know if you guys remember Ultraman.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
They were going to try to do an Ultraman reboot, but
I don't know why they haven't because Ultraman was fucking huge. It was, I think it's Chinese or Japanese.
Japanese, I believe.
Japanese.
Yeah, huge. Like everybody worldwide.
If you saw my review, full disclosure, the best movie I saw this year so far was Wrath of Man, dude. I'd recommend it to anybody. Definitely a 9.5. Guy Ritchie is like flawless, dude, on point. He did one of the best movies last year I saw, The Gentleman. So check out Wrath of Man, guys. Seriously.
MSK was telling me about it. He said it's really good. Like, so shout out to MSK. I'm going to watch that when I get the chance. This one's for you, Roberto. Austin said, how does that even work? Do you wrap the Wonder Bread over the banana or do you eat them separately?
Yeah, man. Like you use a Wonder Bread for a hot dog bun, you use it for a hamburger bun. You just take whatever it is you're eating, you put it in the middle, and you wrap it. You know?
Man, I did that one day, the hot dogs and with Wonder Bread, and I posted it on Facebook. And only my people that I grew up with were like, yeah, boy, that's how we do it.
Like we made jokes a while back how we did that and drank water from the side of a building or from a tap, you know? These kids only wish I can't say they wish because they wouldn't trade their iPhone 12 for it, but I wouldn't trade that upbringing for fucking nothing.
Me neither, bro.
Yep.
Me neither.
That,
you know what I
you
mean?
won't appreciate the iPhone 12. These kids aren't going to appreciate it. They're just like, it's the status quo. It's like, I've always had Netflix.
But you know what I mean, though.
No. Exactly.
It's kind of hard for Josh because he's a youngins.
It's hard.
No, I'm right. I went to Blockbuster still. I went to my grandmother had a rotary phone. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like I know.
Okay. Well, some people just hung on a little longer.
You know what though? I'll say this though. That Blockbuster experience, it's missing.
Wow, yeah.
It's really missing, man. I remember the days you're going up to Blockbuster, you got a nice girl on your side, you're like, yeah, baby, we can watch a movie. You're walking through Blockbuster, you got that popcorn smell, you're looking for the movie to watch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit is missing, bro.
We never finished the movie.
There's one more left if you guys want to go. I don't know where the hell it is.
I know.
It was like a documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix. Yeah, I watched it.
I forgot where it was at. Yeah, still there.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy that they still have that one there. You know what I mean? I wish
You
they
know
had
what I
one
remember
there
about Blockbuster? When I was trying to watch Lost and fucking season 3 was never in. I'm like, how could they do this? How could they do this? How could they let this fucking guy keep season 3 so long? I'd be fucking arguing with all the staff. Yo, you gotta call this fucking guy. Like, how long am I gonna have to wait to watch season 3?
Was that you?
Yeah, I called all the
and it was
They're
all
like,
a big waste of time because
if
Lost was
Mr.
garbage
Mendez
again.
call you, hang up the phone.
Right.
All right, here's a question. What do you guys think of white writers putting the N-word in their movie scripts?
Quentin Tarantino, my favorite dude, man. Shout out Quentin.
He does it all the time. He does do it all the time. You know?
Yeah, but Django was like, Django was like, come on, man.
Oh, you were like, it was too much?
You don't think?
Nah, Django is one of my top. It's in my top.
Listen, I am not taking anything away from the movie.
Okay.
But that word was just used a little too much.
Hateful Eight, too. Hateful Eight, it was like, I think 40 times or something. I love the Hateful Eight, too. I'm a big
If Hateful Eight was 40, Django was 4,000.
Sure. Well, it's slave times. He's a slave in the
yeah, but why in any other slave movie like that? What, he got the scoop? He knows more than other people about how many times the word was used back then? Come on, man. Josh!
Okay.
Hold on,
you know what the word gullible? We should do a word of the day on Wednesdays. We have a crack a tear moment word of the day. Do you know the word gullible, Josh?
I don't know any of these words that you guys are saying. These French, Spanish, whatever. But no, I gotta defend my boy.
We love America. We love you, Josh.
I gotta defend QT, man, as you know, mixed black man but QT, man, he gets his black card, dude. After Jackie Brown and the Delphonics and all that stuff, like
you see,
the only reason he gets that because they're making those actors get money.
That's right.
And because he's actually, he's employing a lot of black people in his movies. He's doing certain type of stories, but he does. Like, I don't think there's one movie where he doesn't say there's N-words not in the script. Even in the movie Reservoir Dogs, where there are no black people in that movie, they still say the word. So, I mean, it is what it is. I for me, again, it's entertainment, so I just let it go with what it is. I try to have I don't want to be sitting there counting how many times they say the N-word in a fucking movie. I really don't.
I don't really pay attention to that, Alonzo, but if it's said that much, it's kind of hard to not know it's being said. Like, I love Tarantino because he goes all out in his movies. Like, it's not blood, it's a lot of blood. It's not guns, it's a lot of guns.
And I knew the question was about writers in general, but that just came to mind immediately. Where I was like, "Oh, yep." When
it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It is because he's the one I think he uses it the most in his movies.
I don't know who else uses it that unless it's like.
But Quentin's loved by all.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, if it's American History X, you're talking about skinheads. What do you got to do?
You got to put it in there. I agree with that. And you see, the thing with Quentin Tarantino, he's down with like Samuel Jackson and all these black actors. You know what I mean? So he's like down with the brothers. So I also believe he was asked that question, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look it up, but I believe he was asked that question. Caleb says Roberto is low key a weirdo for that.
I'll take that. It's the second time I heard that today, and the first person who said it, I said 10 years ago, we'd have probably been fighting. But today, I'll take that.
It's part what makes us unique.
It's not only that, because the people that call themselves normal, I am nothing like them, so I must be a weirdo.
I agree. And
these fucking... Anyways, go ahead.
Hollywood Video. Ooh, Hollywood Video.
Last one is in Oregon. That's right. We don't have a Hollywood Video here.
We had one here.
Blockbuster, Movie Land. We even had one called Zazu.
What about you? Remember that place? You had a membership card. There was no staff there. You just walked in and you. The movies were in a system, and you put in your card and da da da.
It was like an ATM machine.
Yeah, it lasted like maybe a year.
Yeah,
it was a decent concept. No, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but
it was like $1 movies or something.
Yeah, the movies were cheap. You could rent games too.
Yeah, people stopped giving the movies.
That's right.
games
Stop
back.
returning them.
Mhm.
Who is this Roberto Mendez? We're waiting for GoldenEye for like a whole year, man.
Kelly said, me,
man.
my dad, and my sister used to go to Blockbuster every Friday. We ate Chinese with my mom. Missed those times. Yeah, absolutely,
Dude,
man.
R.I.P. to Radio Shack and Toys R Us too. Shout out. Man, gonna miss it all.
But that was the shit on Fridays, man. I remember that.
Mhm.
I would when we didn't work the weekends back then, going up the freaking, Cotonej, Cotonej Street.
So we're on Côte St. Catherine?
Yeah, exactly.
Côte St. Catherine, right across from the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Go right there, get the movies, walk down. It was nice, man. We get out of the house. Now it's now it's all this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
true.
baby, you want to come over and watch some Netflix? Yeah, let's watch some Netflix. We'll find something to watch. It just takes
On
away
your fucking
from
phone.
going there. Yeah, it just takes
both on
away
your
from
phone.
going there. Takes away from going there and looking for a movie.
Dude, HBO Max is doing that with theaters. It's like, dude, all that shit that I went through at the theater where I had to get moved to another theater, moved to another time. Everybody's sitting there saying, like, you could just watch it on HBO Max at your house. It's like, I don't fucking want to, man.
Yeah,
that's
I
the whole
agree.
point, dude.
Mhm.
Like, but you. So stupid.
That was a dumbass comment from the person.
Paul said, I'm going to be honest. The scene in Pulp Fiction where he talks about the sign, I laugh every time. It's so offensive. I have to laugh. Yeah, it is. It is. And it is funny. Can't remember Once Upon a Time in Hollywood did someone say the N-word. I haven't seen that whole movie, so I can't remember.
I don't think so.
There's not a single.
I don't think so.
I'm going to say no.
I saw it and I don't recall it.
You don't recall it? Okay.
No. And I think I
there's
would.
one black guy in Reservoir of Dogs, I think.
Yeah,
Tim
there
Roth,
is.
Captain.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There is. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I have a cautionary tale though, since we were talking about the Blockbuster shit, and I was thinking about it today. Like, Blockbuster had a chance to buy Netflix from Reed Hastings.
I know.
And they literally said, "Who the hell wants to stream movies at their house?"
They laughed them out to fucking.
So see the writing on the wall. I need to do that too, man. See the writing on the wall.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Toys R Us too. Toys R Us.
To some people, it does.
Toys R Us could have been a partner with Amazon. That was an option too. They were like, "Nah, I think we're good. I think we're okay. I think we got the toy market now. You're done too."
You see, the problem is that these people aren't following the trends properly. You know what I mean? The people that made Blockbuster, they weren't following the trends properly.
How many people said Bitcoin wouldn't last?
For real.
I don't know who the hell said that, but
a lot of people. Cryptocurrency, what is that? Buy gold. Gold is like solid. You can hold it in your hand. Tangible.
That is true, but
but look at gold now and look at Bitcoin.
Sure. No, they're both good commodities, But I mean, definitely buy gold too.
Fuck it, I'm moving to the farm.
Yeah.
Shifty Gibbon said, I just saw Pulp Fiction on AMC last week, and they totally removed the whole dead, situation conversation after George Floyd. It used to be in their edit. Now they totally removed it. Yeah, of course. They would.
Yeah?
Of course they would. But you see, this is the thing. Like, I get there's exactly. Yes, real life events happen, but it's a fucking movie. People got to realize that these things that they do put on TV, put in theaters are for our entertainment. It's not like real life shit.
I just want to know who these fucking people are. Who are they?
Remember which Spider-Man was it that got delayed to come out in the theaters?
9/11.
Because of 9/11. Right? Because they had something similar with buildings blowing up. Yeah, and they had to redo it. Like,
I agree. What were you gonna say? Movie, Josh?
Well, one thing before I forget, I did want to give a shout out to Mark Zuckerberg for seeing trends and buying Instagram for $1 billion, realizing because that might have been the end of Facebook if you didn't do that. So, but also, yeah, man, the 9/11 stuff. If you look in Super Mario Brothers, though, Twin Towers are there, and they're all messed up because they're merging the dimensions. That shit's crazy too.
A Super Mario Brother movie?
Oh yeah, you never seen the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I've seen the movie, but I was like a kid when I never watched that piece of shit again.
My wife bought it.
You see that one also?
Yeah, Danny said in yes, Bitcoin discussion, no cop bashing.
No popo tonight, night.
Oh, it's true that
it'll be 2 weeks.
Toys R Us doesn't exist anymore in the States, huh?
No,
they don't.
Yeah, that's why I was
no,
talking
it's only
about.
in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Isn't that an American brand though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was in a quandary with buying toys for my daughter every year where it was like, oh, I screwed up. I didn't buy it fast enough. I can't buy it on Amazon. So, all right, let me rush into Toys R Us. So I was like going back and forth with if I got it early enough, I would get the stuff on Amazon. If not, I would have to rush into Toys R Us and get it. Now it's like I just have to go to Amazon and get it. Or
Walmart put a real hurt on Toys R
Walmart
Us.
too.
Yeah.
Walmart too.
Because, man, when it came, like, there's near my parents, there's a Walmart and a Toys R Us next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't even think twice to go to Toys R Us to buy a toy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's usually
before Walmart I was there all the time. Of course it's cheaper.
You know what I mean?
But before Walmart, we were at Toys R Us. 100.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I used to go like to the one in LaSalle, like travel to go to Toys R Us. You know what I mean?
Right.
When the Wii came out, I was waiting outside of Toys R Us at 6:00 in the morning to try and get my hands on one. You know, but now it's like,
yep,
fuck Toys R Us. I go to Walmart.
I remember we used to go all the way to Plattsburgh to have Pizza Hut. That fucking cardboard pizza.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just had it recently.
Greasy ass shit too.
I just had it recently.
But
deep dish shit.
But we used to go to Plattsburgh to get the fucking, remember the Cocoa Puff cereal, man?
Yes, no, it was Cookie Jarvis.
Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp cereal.
Yeah, the Cookie Crisp. That's all I wanted whenever we went to.
Didn't we have an episode on that? I remember talking about that not too long ago.
Yes, we did. Because they have it here now, and it's nasty.
It's not the same. Bro. It's disgusting. Yo, hold on. Let me ask you guys this question. Maybe you don't eat McDonald's. Maybe you've gone to McDonald's to buy food for your kids.
Mm-hmm.
But that whiff that hits you when you walk into McDonald's, does it smell as shit to you guys as it does to me?
It doesn't smell like it used to.
It smells horrid, if you ask me. Maybe it's because what happened was I went on this 30-day diet, no arches, and I, you know me, John. So I'm a JFJ. Mm-hmm. That stands for junk food junkie.
Mm-hmm.
So I said no arches for a month, no McDonald's, no Wendy's, no Harvey's, no nothing, no soft drink, anything. Within about 3 weeks, when I would drive by McDonald's, I knew exactly what my wife was saying now. Oh my God, what is that fucking smell? It smells, honestly, it smells horrid. If that's, am I saying the word correctly?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll use Shaq's. Awful. It was nasty. And I'm saying, how the fuck am I going to order number one?
I got a question about that.
When I feel like we're number two.
You know what I mean? I feel like I'm eating number two.
Mm-hmm.
The smell.
Wait, Roberto, you still have a sense of smell after all that weed, though? That weed action, man? I know sometimes...
Is that another stigma?
Okay, sometimes... Yeah, that's what I hear. Some people are like,
Did you smoke weed yet? Did you smoke weed yet?
I've smoked weed, yeah.
Okay, so you're not listening to that stupid shit then.
No. I was just being... I don't know. I was mostly being facetious, but I was just, trying to say it.
I'll tell you this much. Whoever said they can't smell because they smoke weed couldn't smell before they smoke weed.
Facts.
Now they're just high without a sense of smell. That's all it is.
Okay,
stupid ass motherfuckers giving weed a bad name.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I hate
that shit that do nothing but make you happy. Go ahead, Anzo. I'm sorry.
You remember the commercial with the fucking two kids and they're high and one has a gun and he's like, oh my God, I'm so high. And then the screen goes black and you hear pow. I'm like, come on, really, guys? Like, really?
Those guys would have done it without a buzz. Yeah, sorry, a buzz. They would have did it whether they were straight. They just happened to be high when they did it. That's all it means. They're stupid fucking kids. Because why doesn't this happen in bigger numbers?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are we seeing on the news? 3 kids today blew their heads off after smoking marijuana. News at 11.
And I'm not even going that far. I was saying, hey, the no smell thing could have been a good thing in your case where you're going into McDonald's like, fuck, man. At least I don't have to.
I have never, ever smoked a spliff and been paranoid. But I can understand how, because a lot of people don't smoke for that reason.
Okay.
But you see, a lot of those people that make that claim smoked weed a long time ago before there was so many strains and specific kinds of weed to give you specific kind of buzzes. It's a whole different ballgame now. Yeah. So those people want to be ignorant and say, no, I can't. I didn't know my friends when I got high. Well, that was when? 80s? 90s? Smokes, go to the SQDC and tell them what you want. They'll give you a selection of maybe 6 to choose from. And if you can't smoke, they'll give you something to fucking eat. And if you can't eat, they'll give you something to drink. They accommodate all kinds of fucked up people.
And the thing is, like you said, like with all the strains, like a lot of people remember that strain. There was a strain called Charlotte Web. That strain was created because of a little girl who had, I think it was autism, or she had something, seizures or something like that, right? And the parents did everything they could to try and get. She was having like fucking like 50 a day. And then they went and found out, they started researching about cannabis and THC. They found some cannabis oil, which was worked, and they couldn't get their hands on it after. So they contacted some, like did a YouTube search or whatever, or social media search, found out the guys who were growing it, and these guys literally started growing. And it wasn't named the Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, they named it after her.
They named it after the girl because it helped her with her seizures. Like this is the thing.
We'll take the oil and put it in our gums or something, and
it's not the same thing as back in the day. You know what I mean? Now, when you see these grow ops and they're fucking high fucking facilities that they have in there, like extracting the oils from the plant, making hashish, making this, making that.
But you know what's sad on?
They're huge.
You believe hemp is still illegal?
Yeah, I know. It makes no sense.
Hemp doesn't get you high.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It's 100 times stronger than jeans. Like if you were to make hemp pants, they would last you forever, and that's why they don't want it there, because they can't make money off it. You can only make money off it once. It serves too much purpose, because it makes no sense why you would make hemp illegal.
It doesn't. It really doesn't make no sense.
That's a good point.
No, it's true, because
I love every aspect of the plant. I love every aspect of the plant.
Thought of that part.
The medicinal, the joyful, the extremities, everything about it. It does so much. It's a fucking wonder plant. Why was it so persecuted? For that reason. Because it's in abundance. They couldn't control it.
Right.
I think also they want to sell their own drugs, all right? Zylac, Protopol, or those words I can't.
The medicinal company, you're right. But they had to give in eventually, huh? They had to give in eventually because of cases like the Charlotte's case, Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, absolutely, and it helps out a lot of people. Like if you watch or go and do your Google research and stuff, you can find out how much people it helps with anxiety, with depression. You know what I mean? With people who can't sleep. Like you can go and talk to somebody and say, "Hey, I can't sleep at night." They'll be like, "Oh yeah, here you can take this strain. You can try this strain and this and that." Or I have anxiety. Okay, here take this strain and this strain, and it helps. It really does, man.
Much better than sleeping pills. Much better.
100%.
Much better.
Facts. Truth Apocalypse said, "Weed talk. I'm lurking and letting you know I'm listening." That's quite.
That's right. Bro. That's right. Represented. We don't lie. We're always high.
They have vapes and eating
slogans.
That
was good.
I support it though. I support the green. I just I do it casually. I'll definitely never eat it again though. That was a bit, or if I do, it'll be like in much lesser volume. Because one time I just had a bad experience where my friend just kept giving them to me. Here's a candy, here's a candy, here's a candy, and
It's tough. It's tough eating it.
well, I didn't realize at first. He was like, "Oh, I ate a couple." I'm like, "Oh fuck, what are these candies?" I'm like,
It'll
you know
knock
what?
you out. That's the
You know
worst
what?
thing it could do.
I was like, I need to go home, dude. I think I'm gonna go home. Take care, guys, everybody. And then by the time I got home, it hit. I knew it. I'm looking at my arms. I'm looking at the hairs. I'm like, oh shit! Look at the fucking arm hairs. The room's like I'm seeing things. It is what it is, man. You know?
Truth Apocalypse said, getting ready to increase my grow organic style custom soil. Very nice. That's good. You know why? Because if you can grow it, like when I started, right, when I said I wanted to, when they legalized weed, and I said I wanted to get into the business, I just thought about growing, doing a dispensary. Like I want to open up a dispensary, this and that. You know what I mean? I know my weeds. I can help people. This and that. This is this. And then I watched a video, and I cannot find this YouTube video where I just cannot. But it was some black dudes who lived in Atlanta, right? Dude said he started it from his house. And now he has a $40 million a year grow out. Started from his house. One thing I will say though is growing is not as easy as just putting plants in there and letting them
grow. No,
it is.
It's expensive, and it's something you have to be passionate about because it's very time consuming. Very time consuming. But now, because of technology, it could pretty much be self-maintained. It'll run itself. Like my buddy has lamps that feed the plant, give it the sun when it's supposed to, not when it's, it takes care of the whole segment, records it all, and duplicates it every time. That's how far the technology came.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
What people don't realize though is once you're done growing it, you got to find somebody like my barber, for instance. I'm not going to lie. He knows how to cut. He knows how to use the scissors. You got to cut all around it, all the not stems or whatever, all the extra shit out. And that's a process in itself. It's like super tedious.
Danny,
hold on. Yeah, I was going to say, you better start talking about Danny, because Danny talking some shit over here. Huh?
That said, Anzo, aren't you an insomniac? Is the weed helping you? No, because for one, I smoke a lot, and for two, it's not really that. It's just my pattern to sleep is messed up. You know what I mean? I'll go to sleep, I'll fall asleep at like 6 in the afternoon, wake up at like 10, and then I'm like fucking up all night. So it's more or less that the COVID and this shit has messed up my sleep patterns. That's all. So you smoke weed to keep from getting depressed? Oh, okay, that's interesting. You can. There are strains that help with depression. Absolutely, 100%. It's better than taking those antidepressant pills. Yeah, I would rather smoke weed than that.
Yep.
Post said growing is tough.
Weed helps in so many ways. And if we needed to know, we're going to have a Geisgar moment.
Now.
I thought you were going to go... Yes, now, do we have a study here that says da-da-da? Because you're fast with that shit, man.
Yeah, but I was actually, my dog was wandering around me.
The infamous dog, eh? Don't mess with him.
Yeah, okay. Truth Apocalypse says, same here, just starting commercial, building a team now, accounting this week, headaches. Hey, good job, man. Wish you luck.
Good luck.
With that.
Good luck.
Because that, like I said, man, right now it's an industry where you can make crazy amount of money, especially if you can create your own strain. Because that was what my real goal was, to create my own strain. You know what I mean? Take it to Cannabis Cup, try and win awards and shit like that. So, if you can do stuff like that, man, you're definitely butter. Trust me.
What would your strain be? What ideas?
There are skin delivery systems too. No high. Yeah. The strain.
Yeah.
I wanted, one of my favorite strains was Death Bubba. So I wanted to with Death Bubba with Sensi Star and call it Death Star.
Okay.
But there is a Death Star, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a Death Star. There is a Death Star.
There's so many names out there. It's very, It's almost like creating, trying to find a domain now. You know, it's
Yeah.
almost like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's so saturated with names. The stupidest name you think of, random name, it's being
Mhm.
used.
White Widow, Three Kings, Blue Dream.
Oh, there is so
OG
much.
Push. Yeah, I'm not even gonna begin.
Like Captain Skittles, Blue Moon, Goat Cheese, Stinky Breath. I was like, why would you buy a weed that's called Stinky Breath? What if those are the effects? You know, like, why are they calling it Stinky Breath?
Hey, I had a one called Larry Bird.
I believe you.
Favorites,
Truth
man.
Apocalypse
I gotta
said my
try that
brother.
one.
Because the
My
guy got
brother
high
said-
and every blonde guy looked like Larry Bird to him.
What's his name said? Oh, Danny said Onzo strain. Yes, type of strain of weed, Danny.
Mm.
Type of strain.
Mad.
My brother is going to breed. Yeah, man. If you can breed, that's really good. The Jason Miller.
Yeah,
OG Skywalker. I've had OG Skywalker. I've actually had that strain. Yes, I have. Ordering seeds ASAP. Blue Dream. I'm gonna grow and don't know. Banner.
Everybody loves this
Banner.
Blue Dream. Blue Dream is like everywhere.
Me was the freaking gelato, man. That fucked me up so bad.
Gelato. You see, me too. I like the gelato. I'm not a big fan of the Blue Dream. I do
Me
like
either.
it.
Not a fan.
Because it's more sativa, right? Blue
Yeah.
Dream is more sativa.
Indica.
Me too. I'm an indica.
No, sorry. I am a sativa
You're
man.
a sativa. Mm-hmm.
I find that Blue Dream is a 50-50.
Yeah, sometimes.
Because most of them are crossbreeds, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's really good and sometimes it's not. Like I remember they had this dude brought a one, man. It was a holy grail. And for some reason, like the first batch, this shit was fire, bro. This weed was boom. But then every time I got it after that, it was never the same. But same thing with Death Bubba. The first time I
Same thing with Jean Guy.
Oh yeah, John Guy. Yeah.
First time I had Jean Guy, I was like, I'm gonna smoke this weed the rest of my life. I ain't going to another strain. It's just everything.
There's
everything and
actually
everything.
A strain called Jean-Guy.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's a boom strain.
It was really
that's the crazy thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed too. My buddy goes, "Yo, I got Jean Guy." You're joking, right?
Sounds like Zangief.
You couldn't get more French than Jean Guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, right? I know.
I'm trying to think of something else. There's just nothing.
It sounds like Zangief.
Truth Apocalypse that have 2 green crack resting, then flower time ×2. Yeah, green crack is really
green
good.
Crack is potent. Yeah,
green crack is a really good strain.
We know our shizzle there, Truth Apocalypse,
and he knows his too.
Do that.
Well, like you guys said, there's so many that you can't even keep up. Now, do you guys do the pens? You hit the pens because that's big here. I know a lot of guys
pens. I don't do pens.
Not the pens, but I do the oils, right?
I don't do the pens either.
You will in a couple of years. You will be doing some pens. Yeah, but I'm an oil fan. Like I do honey oil, hash oil, right? Okay. So usually when I hold on. Give me a second, guys. Keep talking.
Oh, I thought you were going to bring some to the stream.
Yeah, for me, I would see like the pens, and it's like you got to maintain that shit. Like if one of the parts gets fucked up, people.
I don't like the taste.
Okay.
I don't like the convenience because the first time I bought the pen, I was like smoking 6 a.m. I'm in my car in traffic. I look at it. Yeah, why not? You know, and then I'm falling asleep at 9:30.
Okay, you don't like the easy access.
No, it's just. And it takes away from I like to think that I'm a connoisseur because I've been smoking so much. I take the pleasure in grinding and smelling the weed when I grind it, the rolling of it, lighting it, watching the smoke come off of it. You know, it's like all the things that someone does when he pours a glass of wine, who's a wine connoisseur. I'm doing that with spliff, you know? And there's a lot of people, they'll just wrap anything and smoke it. I won't, because my lungs have been through enough to know now that if it's going to continue, it's only the good shit. You had your trials and errors when you were fucking, I don't want to brag about it, but let's just say 15, 16. So for a good part of my life, I've been smoking weed. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're
I
about
have
to get kicked
about
off the
I have
stream.
about 10, maybe more, 10 jars of this, but this is the weed
Okay.
that I grew, right?
Wow.
Not too fond of it. So what I'm doing now is I'm using it to make oils. So I'm making my own oils with it.
Okay.
You see that? I made my own hash oil with it.
Cool.
So that's what I'm doing with my weed. It's pretty easy, man. Like to make your own oils and stuff like that.
I have no weed on my premises.
Why not?
This just in. He cannot answer that question.
Where did Alonso go?
Why not? I don't know why you don't have weed on your premises.
No, I'm joking, man.
Yeah, no,
shit's
I know,
legal here, you know. Shit's legal here. Anything less than what is it? 30?
You wouldn't really want this anyway. It doesn't really smoke that good.
No, but it's less than 30 grams, right?
It's 30 grams exactly.
Anzo,
Okay.
what did you do wrong that you would do again if you
I still have my tent up. I just took a break from it. Like
Okay.
what I have the biggest issue with is keeping my tent at a certain temperature.
That's tough, yeah.
And the humidity. Those are the two
Okay.
things that are killing me right now. I got a ton of lights. I got enough lights to cover. That's my tent back there. Right? Okay. So I got a huge grow tent. I got like 6 lights in there, LED lights in there. But the temperature and the humidity, man, is killing me. It's killing me. And it'll
kill your plant. All the work you did for nothing.
Yes. It you won't get the type of quality plant that you can get if you have your humidity and things not correct. So that's the biggest issue that I have.
Gotcha.
Herbalist Anzo. Yeah, man.
Know your shit.
Yeah, man. And especially if I wanted, like, I still want to get into it. You know, I still want to do it, but unless I can figure out a way to get my temperature, my tent to stay constant, because if you have, I think it says it's a less than 5 degree up or down fluctuation, is cool with that, right? But there's sometimes, man, I would go in there and that shit dropped to like 10%, and the humidity, you know, I got humidifiers in there and all kinds of shit in there, fans and everything. It's extremely hard to keep that tent at a certain level. So
gotcha.
That's one of the biggest issues that I was having with my growing. But I still got some shit here, and I figure since I can't smoke it, I'll use it to make oils, and the oils are pretty good. So I don't have an issue with that.
Yo, chat, where you at, man? Look alive out there, chat.
In Canada, you can freely buy a joint at the store, at the weed store. Yes, you can.
Yep.
Yes, you can. You can freely buy a
weed. You go in, and they have all the recipes on the wall. Mm-hmm. You have indica, sativa, hybrid, hash, liquids, edibles.
It's like ordering McDonald's.
The SCD
even
has
better
hash now?
Yep.
Because I tried a hash from there one time and I didn't like it, but then I went back another time and they didn't have any, so I was like, okay, it was just a one-time thing. But
I'm not really a hash connoisseur. I find it's expensive, you know.
Oh, I love me some hash. Like my spliffs is hash, weed, and the oil, and the oil. So
in race car equivalents, right, that's like you have a turbo. Nitrous and MSD, you know, multi-spark device.
It's so fucked up because I can't just smoke weed anymore. Like I have to at least have hash or the oil in it. If it's just weed, I burn through my spliffs. Like I just burn through it, and I'm like, fuck, I need another one, you know. But if
you see, here's the question: you don't smoke, right, Guy Scar?
No, really rare.
Who would you rather be, me or Anzo? Let me tell you a bit about both of us so that can make your decision a little easier.
And me too, I'm assuming.
Do you hear what Anzo has to put in his cereal? All of those mixes, the hash, the weed,
He's
the
a
oil.
high maintenance man.
Yes, and that can be quite costly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quite costly. Okay, he grew his own weed. He's making his own oil, but he's not smoking that weed. He's getting other weed because we know he told us, right? We're paying attention. Me, on the other hand, I buy 3.5. If it's really good weed, it could last me a week.
3.5 what? 3.5 what?
3.5 grams.
Oh, grams.
So who would you rather be?
3.5 grams last you how long?
If it's boom weed like this cherry that I have,
Mr.
yeah, it's a week.
Damn.
No, it don't take much to get me high, right? Like
Yeah.
I roll a nice spliff. Like my spliffs are like this pen, right? Maybe a little thicker, but the length.
Mhm.
I'll smoke maybe 1/8 of it, 2/3 of it, put it out. I'm good for a while, man. Where Anzo will smoke all of it and roll another one. No, well, I'm just giving a comparison. That's, and he could smoke how much in a day? My 3.5, he could easily smoke in a day.
Oh,
Look at Snoop, man. What about my boy Snoop Dogg? And,
all right. So here,
I don't know Snoop's habit.
Here's
Snoop is the beast, man.
First off, Truth, hit me up on Twitter, man. He said block off your room and change room temperature, helps control the tent temperature. Ooh. Block the door, no airflow in or out. The problem is that my tent is in my living room. You know what I mean? So I can't block it off. Like if I could, I would. I have my intake fan outside my window, and then I have the outtake fan just blowing into the house. Sometimes I put out the window, sometimes I don't. But you have to have your intake and outtake fans to filter the smell. Yeah. But I have it from the outside window. So sometimes when it's hot outside and humidity, I don't know, man. I got to figure out a way to do it where that I don't have to use that. But yeah, Truth, hit me up on Twitter, man. It's my name, Adonzo Hodges. Yeah, cool. There's something else I was gonna say too, and I completely forgot. Oh yeah, so now, I was burning like to the point where I was doing moon rocks, bro. So moon rocks, you take the weed, take a nugget,
you're on space.
You dip it in the oil, and then you put keef. Keef is like when you grind up your weed, the little crystals and shit fall off, right? So I would save that, or I'd buy some keef, whatever. So after dipping it in the oil, you dip it in the keef, and then you put it in your bong. And I remember the first time not the first time, but one time I did that with my son and his friend. We were watching an NBA Finals game. By halftime, those two were sitting on the couch, and they were like, I turned around and looked at these guys, and they were high as fuck, bro. Like they were high, man. So yeah, it takes a lot for me. It really does.
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch up this discussion a little bit, just a little bit enough, and it's a good way to end it. So my friend, he says,
you're taking 12 minutes?
Huh? It might. We'll see. Let's
go. What you got?
No, my friend, he sells weed, but he also sells another thing that grows from the ground, another plant, some mushrooms. And he was telling me, he's trying to convince me. He's like, he convinced me to smoke weed with him. I do it casually. I was like, okay, one every now and then. But he's telling me about mushrooms. He's like, listen, man, you don't have to do a whole crazy lot of it. I'll tell you the exact amount you need to do. And I'm iffy, man. I'm in that quandary. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. You know what I mean? What do you guys think about
mushrooms? You my experience?
Yeah.
Don't take it in the city.
I'm gonna be at my house.
No. Maybe no. I was gonna say maybe the first time. Because the first time I took it, it didn't have an effect on me. But when it did, you don't want to be home.
Okay.
Because in all reality, you really probably won't know it's your home.
Oh.
Depending on who you. Yeah.
You said a small amount. Did you take a lot though, or because that's a thing too?
I've done it several times.
Okay.
So I could say that it's a hallucinogenic drug.
Okay. All right.
The buzz is extensive. I mean, you could take a little bit and still be high for 12 hours.
I ain't never did no mushrooms.
Okay.
I
was just saying. So are you? I want to hear you.
Nope.
Okay. I took it. Help me
thing
break dance for 12 hours.
And this,
I'm telling you, man. All of me and my boys used to take it. We tried acid. Acid was
the
fucked
acid
up.
days, yeah.
Acid was fucked up because when you come down, it's like someone like you made a deal with the devil and he came for payback and took your soul. You know, you're just so drained and out of it. But mushrooms, you feel no different than when you took it. So that's why it was the choice.
And it's like I said, it grows from the ground. That's why
It's natural.
the green. I support weed. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I feel like it's another. I'm eating it. It's going to be the same effect I had when I was eating those candies, those weed candies, where I'm just going to be like, the walls are going to be moving a little bit. I'm going to start seeing giraffes and shit in my fucking room.
From what they say,
Hey.
mushrooms probably.
Mushrooms are big in studies, like to touch the third eye and stuff. You know, they do those kind of drugs.
Yeah, it's not legal up there though, right? Same thing, same deal.
Mushrooms, I really don't know.
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't
have
think it's
them,
legal.
I fried them with some garlic and vegetable oils and have it with my steak. That's how I have mushrooms.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
said growing
let's
mushrooms.
just throw the magic in front of it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because Truth said growing magic mushrooms is big money gourmet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, man, because I know a lot of people that are looking for mushrooms and stuff like that. So yeah. Me one said take the trip. I'll tell you this. I was talking to a dude one time and he was like, yeah, man, I got this job thing that I'm doing from home. Come check me, you know? So he told me to come check him. So I went to go check him. So he pulled out this thing and it was called Budda, Budda. Okay.
Butter. Nice.
So I'm sitting there and he's like, you ever tried Budda? And I'm like, nah, man, I never tried that shit. And he's like, yeah, man, it's 99% THC. It's this and that. So I was like, oh, yeah. But I'm like, oh, yeah. Not for me, right? But then he opened it up and he smelled it. And I was like, damn, that smells like some good fucking weed. So
I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. No word of a lie. He used a safety pin, right? He put a dab on the safety pin and he did a dab. Sucked it up. Good. He's like, all right, boom, put a dab on there for me. Lit it up. Sucked it up. I was like, tastes like weed. I kid you not. Within 2 fucking minutes, my heart started beating. And then I was like, yo, I have never been so fucking high in my life. I was sitting there, and now he's telling me about the fucking the pitch, the job he's doing, you know? And Roberto will know what I'm talking about. Roberto will know what I'm talking about. So
I wish I was there.
He's doing the grandma pitch. You know the grandma pitch, Roberto?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. So yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's doing the grandma pitch. Okay, so basically what it is, he's robbing old people, you know. Oh, grandma's calling up, hey, grandma, it's me, remember me? And I was like, oh, Tommy, is that you? Yeah, that's me, Tommy. How you doing, grandma? Just good luck in jail. I need this shit. So he's telling me all this, right? And I am totally against that shit, like 100%. So now I'm fucking high, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, yo, this guy is the fucking devil. He's trying to get my soul. So these are things that are running through my mind, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm moving in my chair. I'm moving around in my chair. I'm looking around at the situation. The one thing about it, and I realized this just a few years ago, okay? The apartment that I went to go check him in is the fucking apartment I'm living in now. It may not be in the same building because there's 3 buildings the same, but it was this apartment because I completely remember I walked into the house and from the living room you could go into a bedroom, right? But he had nothing in the apartment, but like a couple chairs and shit. So anyways, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, I'm fucking high. You know, so this guy's telling me to pitch, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, I gotta go outside. So I say, I'm going outside to get some air, right? So boom, I get outside now, and I'm walking, and he's fucking walking with me, right? And he's still talking, and I was like, yo, get the fuck away from me, right? So he's like, oh shit, and walks away. So now it wasn't far from where I was staying at the time, so I start to walk home. I kid you fucking not. I walked all the way home talking to myself, like, what the fuck? Oh my god, I'm so high. What the fuck is going on? This and that. This guy's a fucking devil trying to get me to do this fucking grandma pitch. He's trying to steal my soul and shit and all kinds of shit, yo, right? So I get on a block and I'm walking up the block and I'm talking to myself like, and then I look up and on the corner of my eye, I see someone I know, right? So they're seeing me. They're seeing me walking up the street, and they're seeing me talking to myself, right? Because I was like, my mouth was moving, right?
Yeah, Christ.
You give a weed a bad day. This wasn't weed he smoked, people. This is something else.
Weed. It was
It was called crack.
It was butter.
No, but the thing is, it was Gaia.
Okay.
It was Gaia, right? So now he sees me, and I have to cross his path. So when I spot him, I stop talking, and I'm just like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And usually I would stop and talk to this guy. "Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Long time no see." I was just like, "Hey, what's up?" Boom, went home. Got home, sat on the couch, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" I'm like, "Yo, this is what the fuck did I do? Like, what the fuck? What if I'm gonna be addicted to this shit and shit like that?" Next thing you know, I wake up, I pass out, sitting on the couch like this, I pass out, and then I wake up to my son and his mother coming home, you know? So they come in the house, and I wake up, and I'm like, I'm good now, and I'm like, "Yo, I just met the devil," and I'm telling him the story, and I was like, "Yeah, man, that was fucked up. I was high as than I ever been in my life." I tried it again after, and it never had the same effect. But
okay,
because maybe that other one was laced.
I don't know if it was lace, but it was 99. Like, it was pure THC. It's always the first batch that comes out really strong and good like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because the next one I got after that didn't really affect me like that.
Good like that. I'll put good with quotes, man.
Oh,
That doesn't sound too good, man.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Jesus.
I ain't gonna lie though. I wanted to try that again. I wanted to see that feeling again if I would act the same way, because now that I know. So when I used to order from a site, and I seen butter, and I was like, "Oh fuck, they have it." Right now, this thing is $80 a gram.
Oh shit.
It's $80 a gram for it, and trust me, it's like, it looks like peanut butter basically, you know. So I bought it, tried it, and it didn't have the same effect. But to go back, I just remembered Roberto was talking about him and his 3.5, right? 3.5 was like $25, right? I spend about $300 every 2 weeks.
Jeez.
Well, but if you bought a pound, you would probably be, you know what I mean?
If I bought a pound, I would say money. But you see, the thing is, if I buy a pound, then I'll probably smoke a lot.
No, but and at the same time, you know, more times than not, you get immune to something, so you don't want to have X amount of it, because then it's not having the same effect on you, you know?
Oh, you want to have different strands?
Okay. It's very rare. Always. Like I said, this one that I have, this fucking name just flew right past me right now. But it's the only strain in my life of smoking that has gotten me high beyond 2 weeks. Usually after 2-3 weeks, doesn't get me high anymore. I have to switch. Doesn't matter what it is, I have to switch. But this one just keeps going, man.
Yeah, me too.
So crazy.
Sorry, Roberto, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, that's why when I usually buy like an ounce. I buy an ounce of weed. I buy 7s of hash, and then if I'm not making my oils, I'll buy some oils, right? But when I buy my ounces, it's a 7s of each different strain. So I don't buy the same strain all the time. I have like 3-4 different strains, because if I smoke the same strain over and over again, then I'm gonna get tired of it and gonna get immune to it. So yeah, like Roberto said, I try to change that. I talk to myself because there's no one else to talk to. People ask me, why do I do that?
Hey, people talk to themselves for intelligence
all the time. Yeah, people talk to themselves all the time. It's just, I was like literally like talking to myself, like, you know, usually
talking out loud, like you're hard of hearing. That's a little creepy.
Yeah, you know, when you talk to yourself, you use your inner voice. I was not using my inner voice that day.
The devil might have been there in real life, man.
I was not using my inner voice that day.
Salvia divinorum. That also grows in the ground. But that shit, I ain't fucking.
But you know what? Either. That story that Anzo said, everybody that smokes weed has had one of those stories. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, I started smoking in high school, and NDG. Well, you don't really know NDG, but it was a neighborhood comparison to the neighborhood we grew up in. Mm-hmm. A lot of Jamaicans, right? So we're smoking a cigarette, and this Jamaican comes at lunch, and he says he has some Sensimilia. Now,
Bring me that
Sensimilia is a folklore as far as I'm concerned, because that shit has never made its way to Cotonou.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong, Anzo? Like, there's always boom weed,
yeah.
but no one's ever came to me and actually said, I have Sensimilia, the real deal. Because there is such a strain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this guy came and he gave us a warning. It was me and this guy, Elvis Alexander. Gave us a warning. Take one draw, man. Just take one draw. So me, coming from the hood, burning spliff X amount of years, saying, yo, who's he think he's talking to? I'm gonna take two draws. I'm gonna take two draws. I take two draws. It punched me in the chest. You know when you're exhaling like this? So it's like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah. What do you mean? I took two draws. Look at me. I'm all right, you know? School bell goes off. Walking into school, I'm talking to Elvis. Yo, man. What's wrong with that guy? Sensimilia. The third step, I took up the staircase. The fucking staircase just tilted, dog. I fell against a fucking wall. Elvis is looking at me. Yo, what's wrong? I'm like, yo, what happened to the staircase, yo? I was like, really? Like, there was so many students there. All I saw was Elvis. I was fucking tripping. He goes, yo, we can't go to class. So
hey, baby.
There was an arcade. There was an arcade down the street that was popular growing up. I was at that arcade till midnight. Standing between the pinball machines, just watching the fucking lights. Tripping, man. 2 tokes, Onzo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was high for like, wow. I'm saying that shit had to be laced, man.
No, I got a story for you too. First off, David said, "What's your favorite weed movie or weed-related movie?" Half Baked.
I'm gonna go with Harold and Kumar, man. I love those guys.
No, it's got to be Half Baked or my boys Cheech and Chong, because them guys just took it to a next level, yo. They made weed look like fun.
Harold and Kumar had those steaks, though. You know what I mean? They had crazy.
No, they were.
I don't like those. Too. I don't like those guys. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Their movies are funny. I wouldn't put it as my best, but I would. So,
but to each their own.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think.
Hold on, True said. To be honest, the screen is blurry for 20. Damn right. So, here's my story. Right? Okay. So, you know, B, right? They did a little stint. Came back from Jamaica with some fucking weed. You know. So me and your brother go check him by the base. So we're chilling in there and shit. And he's like, "Hey, you guys want to smoke a spliff?" Now, we're smokers by this time. You know what I mean? Like, we smoking like all the time and shit. Not every day, but we smoking like all the weekends. We're bunning. So we usually roll up spliffs. They're like this. You know, all of us. Always. This guy goes in the kitchen, comes out with a pinner. Like, this spliff was like, when I looked at it, I was like, because there was like 5-6 man in the house. Right? So I figured it was one for everybody. No, he had one. Right? Yeah, one split. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking in my head.
Oh, I know about those pinner stories. I'm listening.
I'm like, what the fuck is that gonna do? Like, all these men in here to smoke this one split? Right? So we sat down on the couch and I was sitting on the end and he was sitting like in the middle and then another person on that side, right? So he took 2 puffs. He lit it. He went, turned and passed it to me. When he passed it to me, his eyes were bloodshot red. And I said, what the I grabbed it, took 2 puffs, and I was like, holy shit. Yo, the weed was so fucking good. That little pinner had everybody in that fucking house red and laughing as shit, right? We were just having a good time. So a week later now, it's Jamaica Day, you know? Me and your brother were like, yeah, we're going to go to Jamaica Day. And they had brought some fucking hash at the same time. So they brought the weed and the hash. So we're like, yeah, we're going to go to Jamaica Day. We're going to get some weed first. So we went over there. We got some weed. We got the weed. We got a piece of hash. The problem is We lit up we rolled up a spliff. We're like, let's smoke a spliff before we go, right? And he had a worker, and we weren't really like cool with the worker like that, whatever, you know, hey, what's up? How you doing? Whatever. But we said, yo, we're gonna roll up, you know. He's like, yeah, no problem, roll. Bro, we never fucking seen Jamaica Day that day. We stayed in there and talked to this guy for fucking hours, just laughing and shit. We never seen Jamaica
That's
Day.
what good weed does, yo.
That weed never came around again, bro. It was so disappointing.
Once in a lifetime weed, they call that.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It was so good, bro. It was so good. I missed it.
That sounds like you ever smoke Thai stick?
No.
We thought we got ripped off because we're like, what kind of weed is this? It was.
Oh yeah.
It was long. It looked really weird.
Mm-hmm.
On our way back to complain to the guy, we said, pull a Yui. We're fucking blitz, man. You guys see the movie Fritz the Cat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We watched that. I don't even remember. All I know is, again, my cheekbones were fucking killing me. You laugh so hard, your cheekbones are protruding and shit. And the next day, I remember my boy's mom said, I don't smoke weed, but after hearing you guys last night, I want to start trying. Because we were laughing. And I don't even remember the night, man. I remember portions of the movie.
Yo, when you get some good weed, man, that can enhance your night, bro. It really does. I remember one time we were going to an after hours, right? And it was me and a couple of my boys, right? And we had some good weed that night. Like I had some good weed and shit. So we get in there. My boy had the weed. I had like a spliff in my pocket. They fucking searched us. They found his weed and they took it. Right? They didn't find my spliff, but they found his weed and took it. So we got in there and it's like, fuck, they took my weed. I'm like, yo,
they all have to survive on your spliff.
Bro, yeah, we all had to smoke on that one split for the rest of the night. It was after us, right? So we're there. It was like 3 o'clock. We reached there and we're gonna stay there till 6 o'clock in the morning. We got one fucking split between the three of us. I was like, no, they took mine too, bro.
Oh shit.
I was like, they fucking took my spliff too. So now my boys are going around the place and asking people, you got weed? I waited till the night was over, man. Got home and I fucking lit that shit myself. I was not fucking sharing my weed to that, man.
One spliff with so much, man, you know that's getting a super run, fuck.
Absolutely.
These guys make love to your shit. They fucking. I love the one thing I love about COVID is every man wraps his own spliff now. Mm-hmm. The way it should be. That's the West Indian way, you know. Because when I met this guy from Trinidad, we rolled a spliff. He's like, "What at, man? Where my spliff there? You know, like." This is a spliff, man. He goes, no, Dread, me not make love to your spliff.
Yeah. I need my own spliff, yeah.
Yeah, you can't be passing that shit, touching every man's mouth and coming back here. No, Dread. Mm-hmm. So now that's the way I roll because it makes so much fucking sense. But back in the day, if you had like a nickel bag, you were supplying 6 or 7 guys, you know? So you had no choice. You had no choice.
Everybody smoking on that one spliff. And you
remember them nickel bags, man? Half seeds.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
To give you the shittest weed. It was fucking.
Absolutely, bro.
Man, those are some rough times, boy.
but
we've come a long way now.
Oh, yes, we did. Oh, yes, we did.
I kid you not. When they legalized weed, when that first day it legalized, I went outside and smoked my spliff up and down the street just because I could do it. I stood in front of the fucking police station, took a picture of my spliff in front of the police station. I was like, yes, bro. And that's why
I won't lie. I was pyro for a bit. It was just hard to comprehend, you know? The cops are driving by. It's like you're fighting yourself to put it away. It's like, it's legal. No, this, you know?
Yeah.
Reflex.
There was some times where I had the reaction where I'd be puffing and I'd be like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I hiding it for? Right. So I remember one time we're downtown. Yeah, right. One time we're downtown and we're waiting to go watch a movie, right? And this is when like the SCDQ first opened up and the lines are around the block and shit, you know? So I'm waiting for the movie and there's guys across the street because it's right across the street, the movie theater. So they're out there and they're rolling up, they're spliffing, they're smoking. And one guy's hiding behind like a pillar, you know what I mean? And the guy's like, hey, what are you hiding for? It's legal. The guy's like, oh yeah. He comes out and he's down there smoking, right? So I can't remember what happened, but these people from the States came and they walked by and they're like, oh, it smells good. And it's like, yeah, it's legal. And the guy's like, oh, yeah. And they looked across the street, seeing the SCDQ, and it's like, yeah, it's legal here. And, oh, man, and someone's like, oh, yeah, we got to move to Canada. It's like, damn right it was. The truth
This is like second to seeing a black president, man. I just didn't think it would happen.
Facts.
That's
100%.
Honest to God.
Facts.
I wanted to go to Amsterdam. I wanted to go to Colorado. I wanted to go somewhere just to experience what it's like to be free. Like I wanted to go to they have these bake and break breakfast things in Colorado. You go to a ranch, they supply you with all kinds of weed, horseback riding, all the amenities like bread and breakfast. What is it called?
Bed and breakfast.
Yeah. But this is bacon breakfast. And I was like, let's save up for this, guys. It would have been a really expensive trip. But now there's no need, man. We can just go to Tremblant.
You know Fuck it. And then you have people that, you know, hate our country because they think we're socialists. Wow.
I don't hate your country. You guys are all right. You do your thing.
I didn't say you, buddy.
No, I do have a question, though, and this may sound like kind of a silly question from a layman. Do you guys ever use those like boxes to smoke your weed in? Like you put like a box over yourself, like a hot box.
Hot box?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hot box.
I would hot box.
Well, we used to do it in cars.
No, but I mean like a self, like you got a self-contained thing where you just smoke.
No, but I laugh at the people who do it.
Okay.
Because they fucking choke all the time.
My son had the gas mask, right? He had the gas mask. So it was a gas mask, put it on your face, you light it, and you puff it up. Tried it a couple times, but
it's not fun. Because the worst thing to do is to cough when you have smoke in your lungs.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's I can't even describe. It's fucking horrid, man. You just don't want to do it.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me when I smoked a bong, because I think I fucked up. And
I was just gonna say the bong is guaranteed to do that to you if you're a rookie. Oh yeah. Because you're getting a mixture of oxygen along with the smoke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It still makes me cough now. Like if I bong in, when you're bonging, it's and that too is a technique. You can't just
it really is
and suck because
I can do it now
like crazy.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
But it's after many years. Like I literally had to practice. Some people don't even know how much to put in the tray to start. Some guys put too much. And some guys, you know, there's a technique. You have to just get the flame going. And once it's red, you do that hard inhale. Some guys do that hard inhale from the beginning. Then the hyperventilating. They run out of oxygen. And you have smoke in your system.
That's what I did.
Like, that's suicide. That's like bungee jumping, you know? That's what I would call that.
That's what happened to you, Joshua?
Yeah, that is what happened to me. I wound up like choking, and I thought like I was having a hard time breathing.
And you said like, never again, right?
Not never again.
5 minutes before it goes up,
guys. You know what
because the aftertaste from a bong, when you have smoke in your lungs, is worse than a spliff. I'm sorry, it's a lot worse.
There was another time where I was choking too, where at the strip club, one of the girls in the back, she had like a Coke can that she was smoking out of.
I'm sure that wasn't crack, man. That sounds like a crack moment. We're using Coke cans. I don't know about weed. Was it that white weed? Was it that white weed?
Hold on.
Oh, man,
what type of crack was it?
You know, like I've never seen anyone smoke weed out of a can.
It was weed, man. She was doing it. She had her own. She like cut the little hole in.
I'm sure if the cops saw you, they wouldn't believe you either.
Yeah, but
you crackhead blaming it on weed, are you?
do you guys smoke? I've seen the apple thing. I don't know if that shit is
true. Yeah,
that's true. An apple?
Mm-hmm. Did it when I was younger.
I've never done it, but yeah. Truth of Pocket said I laugh so hard sometimes on this green that is literally painful. That it's literally painful.
It
Yeah,
is.
man. Yeah, man.
If you're with the right people with the right
Mhm.
buzz, in all honesty, I used to hook up with a friend, very similar to like this show. We used to just hook up, get high, and talk about random shit. And we'd always say, if we had a podcast or something, I'm sure people would just fucking pee in their pants laughing. Because we just talk about the most stupidest things, but yet if you saw us, you would never think that these two guys would talk about that stuff. You know what I mean? That's the whole concept of the show. We're coming late.
You just reminded me,
We're talking
Roberto.
about stupid shit.
You reminded me. We should be on Spotify. We should be recording this and putting it on Spotify. Or
Really?
so if you want to, yeah. It should be like
It would be a good idea to do that. Absolutely.
Every means to reach the people, yo.
Yeah,
only roll my own. Yeah, I agree with you. I got to the point where I started rolling my own too, because sometimes you never know what people are putting in their
That's
shit.
another thing.
You know
Or
what I mean?
putting in their mouth.
Or putting in their mouth, yeah.
Yeah, next thing you know, you look over at your boy and he has a little cold sore there. Your fucking shit's there 2 days later. That shit is unexplainable. It's unexplainable. That's my main concern. I see my boy had a little fucking sore there. He's telling me it was a pimple. Well, I just don't believe you, man.
Yeah, and
I'm not touching that split.
Yeah,
I'm not touching it.
Me neither.
You're fucked up. I said, I don't care if I'm going to be straight tonight. I can't do it.
Yeah,
goes against.
Poe said he missed Colorado. Keep talking while I roll another one. Puff, puff. What was the time? I'm fast. Been rolling by a top hand roller forever. Mix, make, stealth. Poe sent a $2 super chat. Thank you, Poe, very much.
Thank you, Poe.
Wrapping paper, cigar of your choice, flavor, brand. I always use Phillies, and I use the chocolate. I like chocolate Phillies.
I used to pick up some boom blunts on Sherbrooke Street. Were they called MacArthur's? Is that possible?
The blunts or the store?
Yeah, blunts.
I don't know.
Oh, I remember. Josh,
McMaster's. No?
Okay.
It was an American.
Dutch Masters.
Maybe. Oh, Dutch Masters.
It could be Dutch Masters.
Give me a
it could be that one.
Dutch. Yeah.
Because they were selling that. They were selling the 40s. Like the store was really going out to the States and bringing back traditional shit from fucking LA. 40s and blunts.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, we should definitely think about this. We will. You know what I mean? So
think about what?
Spotify.
Oh, I thought you were talking about doing a weed show.
Oh, we could do that too.
Well, I want to.
Yeah,
I want to. But of the month, I tell you, somebody's gonna link us up because they want us to talk about their chronic and how. And I'm hoping it's my boy from the fucking hills of BC because this chronic is worth sampling, and I will fucking smoke it on the show. I will talk honestly and truthfully, and it will be a fucking good show. I tell you right now, we will laugh. We will laugh.
I agree with you 100%.
You get your sun chips, you got your munchos, you got what's another one? Is that a stereotype too? Am I?
No. I'm beyond the munchies. I'm beyond the munchies. I used to have them in the beginning, like eat 2-3 Big Macs, order 2-3 trios, and order food with my eyes, not my stomach. I went through all of that. Now I'm good. Like I said, I'm a connoisseur.
Gotcha. Truth Apocalypse said he's game after I get online. So if you're down, yeah, we can look something up. Like I said, hit me up on Twitter. I'm pretty sure you follow me on Twitter. My name is Onzo Hodges. Find me on there. If you're not, yeah, you can link me anyways. You can send a message on YouTube. I'll read it. I'll send you my link and anything, and we can definitely.
Or you could join us back here next Wednesday. Always welcome. We can communicate. Keep coming back and supporting us, brothers.
Do appreciate it once again, and we are going to close it up because we got Game Changers next.
I'm nervous, man. I'm fucking nervous.
It's on Roberto's channel, so if any of you guys that are in here now want to continue the conversation, go sub to Roberto's channel right now. He's in the description box because we're going to keep it going. It'll be a different topic, but we're still going to have some fun in there. So right now, Roberto, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Well, it's our channel. It's Game Changers coming right after this. It's going to be the first one, so I'm going to fuck up. And if I don't, First time luck, I guess.
There you
But
go.
again, you can find us here every Wednesday, keeping it real with our American compadre, Tri Canadiens.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Saturday, you
correct.
can find me on Danny's show. I don't know when, but I'm hoping soon because, that's where it all started.
Mhm.
And that's it, yo.
All right, Gaishka, tell the people about the channel, sir.
Basco Scenario, gaming clips, reviews, random stream. You can find me on Chaos Central shows and right here
Crickets.
on the O.O.C where it all started for me. And right after here, Game Changer on Roberto's channel this week. So definitely check it out. So
That is
after we
correct.
leave here, jump on that
We
one.
go there.
Yes, sir. Josh, you are up next. Talk to
Movie
the people, sir.
Aficionados on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're on there, join the group and share your stuff. If it's movie related, if you guys do reviews, news, that's what we have there. So check us out. Yep.
That is correct. I'm sending out the link to you guys now for Roberto's show. Just sent it to you. Sent it to Robert. Okay, there.
I'll be sending it out eventually when I get a little more tech savvy.
Yes, you will. Much respect to everybody in the chat. Do
Much
appreciate
love.
all you guys that came in. We had like 25 people strong for the whole show.
Cricket crew, love you.
Hope you guys enjoy it. We will do another just for the chat one of these days again. But once again, like it's great to have you guys watching. So we're gonna close it up.
Much love.
Much respect. Peace.